well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter: your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber. You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
A pleasant good afternoon, everyone. From Wright High School, the junior-senior high school in Wright. Cody Beers joining you, and we'll have Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs and the Sundance Lady Bulldogs here in 10 or 15 minutes. I'm joined, well, I don't know, I stood up a while ago and practiced my bowing, but I've joined here by the now retired high school coaching legend here in Wright, member of the National Coaches Hall of Fame, just well known around Wyoming basketball circles. He always would walk up to me when he was coaching, and I know this is part of your plan, Coach. He'd always come up and tell me the heights of all of his starting players. And welcome aboard, Pat Neely. We're going to get you some broadcasting experience tonight.
Hey, I appreciate you having me on. It's fun to be part of the game and part of the two-way classification of basketball, which has been part of my career for 36 of the 38 years.
Well, I'm sure you, just like Craig Ferris, consider Class 2A end-to-end the most passionate, the best basketball in the state of Wyoming.
Oh, there's been a lot of very good players that have come out of our league, gone on and played at the next level, some very good Division I players, some NFL players, and it makes me proud to say that I was part of it. But I had a visit with the Ferris family this morning, and next summer in Gillette's going to be the 50th anniversary of the Wyoming-Montana All-Star Game, and nothing more part of that game. Of course, the legend Bruce Hoffman passed away, which was a my mentor and a heck of a loss, but the Ferris family, to my knowledge, to have 3 brothers and a dad in a 50-year time spot, that's never been done, and it'll be hard to match. And class players represented our state, and it's always fun to visit with them every year.
Well, I don't know if they told you, but Mike Highwalker, who coached with Craig for years, is now working as a basketball official. And for a long time, he was probably kind of the energy behind some of the referee things that went on in Wyoming Indian games, but now he's putting on the stripes. You got any plans for that?
Well, I've done that my whole life. I mean, that's part of being at a smaller school. You referee the lower level games, the junior high, go home, shower, change clothes, come back and coach the evening games.
Well, I always kind of thought that you knew more than most people on the basketball court when you were coaching.
They always teased me when they saw me with glasses, and I told them that they were my low elevation glasses, that when I'm lower to the ground, I need them.
Pat Neely joining us here on the broadcast, and today it'll be the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs, who have won 2 straight after dropping that opener by 3 to Tongue River. They will take on the Sundance Lady Bulldogs, who beat the Moorcroft Lady Wolves here a couple hours ago, relatively easy. And we've got Gordon Ferris back joining us here on the crew. Gordon, the oldest son of Craig Ferris, and he's working and doing his thing at the college now in Riverton for Central Wyoming College, doing an internship with college radio, and so I hope he'll teach me a thing or two over the next couple months, because he is a guru when it comes to knowing the ins and outs of how this little system works here. So we appreciate Gordon here on the broadcast. This is the pregame show brought to you by Hampton Inn and Suites. When we come back, hey, we'll talk more about what's going on in Class 2A basketball, changing of the guard and coaching ranks, but isn't it amazing, Pat, that Coach Alita Moss, Coach Craig Ferris, between the two, 59 years of experience coaching 2A basketball in Wyoming.
No, that's pretty impressive, and I've known Alita for a lot of years, and class person, and one person before I leave today that I got to make sure I say hello to. But no, that unheard of in today's life. I mean, you know, maybe you hear of coaches that go 10 years and say, oh my gosh, I've done this 10 years, and people always ask, they said, how did you last 38? And I said, well, it was easy. I had two different sayings, one for kids, one for parents, and the one for kids was, if I didn't ask you a question, don't give an answer. And then for parents, they always ask, well, what did you always have for parents? It's, thank you, please pray for me.
Hey, we'll take a break. This is the pregame show brought to you by Hampton Inn and Suites. It's Wyoming Indian and Sundance coming up on the network, 93.9 KTAK.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, Olé! Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Heinz General Store has been the grocery store of choice for the Fort Washakie area since 1945. For this week's special, see their website at heinzgeneralstore.net. And for convenient shopping this winter, click on Heinz online, download the app, and shop in the comfort of home. Schedule a convenient pickup time, and the team at Heinz General Store will do the rest. Heinz General Store says good luck to all Fremont County teams.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Clogged drains? Top Priority Drain Cleaning's got you. Fair prices, top service, and a lowest price guarantee. Show any past price and they'll beat it by 5%. Call Top Priority now at 307-709-CLOG. They would like to wish all the Fremont County teams good luck this year.
Welcome back to the pregame show on Hampton Inn and Suites. Cody Beers and Pat Neely bringing you the action this afternoon from Wright High School. And Coach, I wanted to ask you a question about the way that high school basketball is being run these days. This weekend, I believe there's 11 different tournaments going on in Wyoming, and it makes it really difficult to follow teams anymore because you get their schedule and you don't know who they're playing because they're playing in first 2 weeks of the season. They're playing 8 games in a tournament, and it gets expensive for parents to have to make these trips, and then it's just changed the whole dynamic of high school basketball.
It has, and you know, when the tournaments first came on the scene and you were limited games, and so to get in a tournament, you got when it started, 3 games for the price of 2. And then pretty soon we started going, well, if we can get 3, why can't we play 4? And then the larger places, and some places go Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and they spread it out a little more. The 2 games in a day, it's tough, but I always looked at it, you're building a bench, you're able to let kids get in there and get some experience, whereas you get into conference play, it's tougher then. You've got to make those decisions, cut your rotation down, 7 or 8 players. I mean, you know, some years I was fortunate when you get on rolls, you can play 10 to 14, but very seldom.
Well, a lot of these teams are playing over half their schedule by the first of the year, and then it slows down, and you know, like you say, then you've got your conference games, you got a few non-conference games plugged in there so that you can even have a schedule that plays out until regionals.
Well, I can remember back in 2005 after we had played the Chiefs in the championship and won in 2004, we got invited to a tournament in Hays, Kansas. They paid our mileage out and back, they paid our hotel rooms, they paid our meals, and we played 3 schools with an enrollment over 3,000 in every game. And so we went into tournament break. Our record was 4 wins, 7 losses. Our 7 losses were to nobody from Wyoming and no one with an enrollment under 2,500, but we were ranked number 1 with a 4-7 record.
Well, you know, that happens a lot in places like Star Valley, Jackson. You know, I'm sure Sundance plays over in Idaho, or maybe over in South Dakota a little bit. You know, in other sports, you see Gillette do that. You see, you know, these border schools like Torrington and Cheyenne. It's easy to go get these games closer to home.
Yeah. But what's made it nice is, you know, being able to play and doing the rivalry that we had with Wright and Wyoming Indian that we developed over the years here, and it's been a fun rivalry. I mean, we play 2 weeks in a row, and people say, that's not good. I go, where else can we get a competitive game that is that fast? Why not? I said, we love it. We love it, and it's been a good atmosphere. And last year, the boys looking me in the eye when the game was on the line down down in Ethity, and they said, Coach, do you realize how much that motivated when the crowd started stomping their feet with the Chiefs chant? And they weren't saying it disrespectful. They said they'll never forget it. And
Right.
I mean, that just made a smile to me and stuff, and makes it fun to be part of something like that. And I don't know if you knew that I was a Manderson Hyattville Demon.
You know, I knew you were from Ninerville, and you kind of have that resemblance to a Niner, but no, I'm kidding. But no, I did not know that. But we're getting ready for the starting lineups. Not sure if they're going to announce them, if we're just going to come out and play. Kind of looks like we're just going to come out and play. So we'll get the Arapahoe first starting lineup for the Sundance Lady Bulldogs. It will be, let's see, number 23 is Halen Lohmeyer. Number 2 is Madison Neiman. Number 10, Carly Marchant. Number 5 is Blakely Gill. And the final starter is, I can't see her number from here. She's right behind. It's number 14, Jalen Mills. So those are your starters for the Sundance Lady Bulldogs. Wyoming Indian comes out with Jalen Norse, who stepped in and is doing a decent job. She's got some things to learn, but she's doing a good job. Paisley Blackburn at a guard. Taya Dixie, all-state player. Delaney Gambler and Ashlyn Gambler out there. I'm sorry, it's not Ashlyn Gambler, but we got a three-point shot from Jalen Mills, and you were talking about her brother, Pat. She's got a good shot, too.
Oh, very good athlete, and she's one that you got to know where she's at on the floor.
Here's Taya Dixie, top of the key. She's guarded out front by Carly Marchant. Marchant's got relatives in Riverton. And nice move inside and a foul. Jamie Shoyle-Ferris with the start today. This has been the starting lineup so far through the first 4 games, with the exception of Geraldine Redmond, who went out a minute into yesterday's first game, and she's going to see a doctor this week to see what her future is on this basketball team as a junior. Shoyle-Ferris will miss the first free throw. Lady Chiefs yesterday started slow. This morning they were half awake, but they started quickly. 1-0, actually 3-1 Sundance.
Score points in a hurry, though.
Oh, boy. We're going to get a touch foul on Paisley Blackburn. I'm wondering if that's a point of emphasis this year, because they have literally been blowing whistles all weekend on Wyoming Indian for touching. I know you've got an opinion about that.
They don't think that the defense should impede the offense.
Marchant with the shot inside to Mills, and she makes a move. Lady Chiefs going to have to wake up on her. It's 5-1. Blackburn down court. Ferris in the lane, throws up the shot, not good. Rebound comes away to Madison Neiman, and she'll drop it off to Jalen Mills. Now left side on the angle to Blakely Gill, and in the corner to Madison Neiman. Don't think any of the Sundance Lady Bulldogs, Pat, are still around, but we had a very competitive state championship game a few years back when the Lady Chiefs, in the midst of their three-in-a-row state title run, played Sundance in the event center and managed to get past the Lady Bulldogs.
Sundance has a lot of tradition, and it helps. All these girls were successful in volleyball.
Ferris with the turnaround shot left it short, and Taya Dixie is going to be whistled for a foul as she pushes Jalen Mills out of bounds. You know, you talk about that, but it's really important. I know Alita Moss pushes her girls to run cross country, to be in track. The multi-sport athlete is so much more talented in all sports.
Not only that it just makes them well-rounded.
Ferris all the way down. They'll find Jalen Norse on the beautiful pass from Paisley Blackburn, and Norse lays it in. 5-3 Sundance. We're just underway, and you were talking about Jim O'Connor. He's the coach of Sundance. They're wearing some coaching shirts over there. Not sure what's on them. Is that the Wyoming Steamboat logo?
It is. They're looking pretty stylish and looking like it should be warmer weather outside.
First foul on Carly Marchant. And the free throw by Taya Dixie is not good. Lady Chiefs 1 out of 3 here in the first quarter. Second free throw is good. So the Lady Chiefs 2 for 4 at the line. 5:15 to play, first quarter. 1-point game. Sundance by 1. These two teams played last year at a junior high up in Sundance. So we had to go up there, spend the night, and then we came down here the next day and played Wright in the afternoon, which they were two very competitive games in the afternoon. Here's a shot up and good by Haley Lohmeyer, and it's 7-5 Sundance. 7-4, excuse me. Here's Ferris on the inside looking for Paisley Blackburn. It's a turnover on Wyoming Indian. Ball stolen away by Madison Neiman. Right side on the outside. Three-pointer, not good. Mills runs it down. And right now she's got more energy than anyone on the floor. Her shot up, not good. Rebound, Taya Dixie. She'll drop it off to Blackburn. Blackburn, the sophomore, comes over the timeline. They're going to get Taya Dixie. She was just backing up and ran into number 10 for Sundance. That's Carly Marchant. And that'll be the second foul on Taya Dixie.
One of those, physical contact plays could have gone either way.
Dixie didn't know she was even there. So 7-4, 4:05 to play. You got a baby crying around here? Thought I heard something like that. Cross-court pass going to end up in the Wyoming Indian bench.
I thought you were referring sitting next to me down in Aethety last year.
You always walked in front of me down there. I'm always like, get out of my way, Pat. We're videoing your back all the time. 3:50 to play. No, those are some fun games. I always look forward to Wyoming Indian Wright games. That game today was fun. That's Connie Curry, a young freshman player for Wyoming Indian. She was our player of the game in the last game.
Nice job of using her body and getting that nice turnaround off.
Her dad was a Chief. Pass in the corner to Marchant. And a kick ball on Delaney Gambler. This group of Lady Chiefs, Pat, they've got 4 inside players, actually 5, and they've got a really nice rotation going. In the last game, they were hitting a lot of that high post, low post passing, something I know you've coached for years.
Well, they always say the game's evolved into three-point shooting, and yeah, it's exciting to watch it, but you still need to get points in the paint and points at the rim.
I think three-point shooting boring myself. I love the stuff inside the paint. I really do.
I agree with you full.
Sundance basketball. Marchant will take the ball out of bounds. 7-6 ball game. Pass inside. Lohmeyer rises. She'll hit the shot, and I didn't see any contact, but she's going to go for an and one opportunity here to the line. Foul's going to be the first on Delaney Gambler. Already 4 team fouls on Wyoming Indian. Lohmeyer will convert. She's got 5, and it's 10-6 Sundance. Lady Chiefs were all taking naps before this game, so hoping they'll wake up. Here's Gambler with that patented move she's got. It's up and good.
And right now, Sundance is playing behind the post, which is allowing that post entry to get there and let them go to work with post moves.
She's very good on that side. She's left-handed. And when she gets in there, it's money. We're going to get another foul on Taya Dixie, leading scorer on this team. She's got 3.
Sundance is going to have to get a little bit more pressure on the ball to try to discourage that easy post entry.
So Mills going to go to the free throw line after the third foul on Taya Dixie here in the first quarter. First free throw is good. Jalen Mills, just a very fundamentally sound player.
Well, I can tell you, watching her in volleyball, she went up to spike right-handed, and the set wasn't right on, and she used her left and pounded it just as hard. That's an athlete.
Yep, that says something. She's got 7, and it's a 12-8 advantage for the Sundance Lady Bulldogs. Here's Paisley Blackburn. She'll dribble through pressure, put up the shot. It's good. Paisley Blackburn with her first bucket. And it's a 2-point game. Chiefs going to pick them up at midcourt. Nice job passing over it by Sundance. Blakely Gill now in the corner walking with the basketball is Madison Neiman. That'll be the second turnover for Sundance.
You can tell they've been coached to try to move the ball with the pass, and they know that if they put it on the floor, it's going to increase the turnovers.
Lady Chiefs basketball. Blackburn calling out the play. Left side to Swin Highwalker. Now Gambler right there in the block. Her hook is up and good. Delaney Gambler with 4. And we're tied again at 12. And then Sundance going to throw it away as Marchant launches a long pass. Try over the top of the Wyoming Indian defense.
The Chiefs invited that long pass in, so that's kind of a nice defense to encourage that.
Highwalker again to Gambler. They'll front her that time, and just like you said, Pat, they took the ball away, but Swin Highwalker steals it back to Connie Curry. She'll miss the layup. She's got to go stronger to the hole by the freshman. Here's Blakely Gill outside on the angle to Mills. Her shot's good. Jalen Mills now with 9 points and a 2-point lead for the Sundance Lady Bulldogs. Delaney Gambler being fronted now, and Blackburn will launch the 3. Not good. The freshman Connie Curry is tied up, and he'll stay with Wyoming Indian. This alternating possession rule changed the game too, Pat. It used to be you had to jump it up all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And
I would love to see the alternating possession go away, and if it's a tied ball, defense gets it.
There you go.
Defense gets it. Reward them.
Ashlyn Gambler's shot bounces on top the rim, falls out. Sundance basketballers, Blakely Gill. Right side to Marchant, now left side to Mills. Lady Chiefs playing that 2-3 zone defense. What's the key to breaking a zone defense?
Well, you want to move the ball from side to side, make them rotate, and then you want to establish a high-low with the short corner. If you can get the ball to short corner, get the defense collapse, dive that high post, you get a lot of nice scoring opportunities. Grabo girls did a nice job of that yesterday.
Foul on Madison Neiman. It'll be Wyoming Indian basketball. Team foul number 3 on Sundance. Inlet pass, Delaney Gambler. She'll miss the shot, but Connie Curry's right there with the rebound. And the freshman going to draw the 4th team foul.
So it's an interesting scout there, because on some plays they're fronting the post, but on other ones they're playing behind. So I don't know if they're trying to pick their poison on who they want to shoot more from the low post.
Okay. Curry's shot is good. 3 points for Curry. 1-point game. Wyoming Indian, the home team in this game. Second free throw is good. And they're going to say she stepped over the line. You know, we've had that call about 25 times this weekend too, Pat. I'm wondering if that's a point of emphasis this year.
Well, you got to hold that line until the ball hits the rim. Now everybody else can go on the release,
right,
except outside the arc.
Gotcha. Here's Mills trying to find the baseline. They'll punch it around the other side to Madison Neiman, and then Lohmeyer takes it inside, and she's got 7.
They got that high post dive there. That was a nice run play.
Nice pass inside at the buzzer. And Curry's shot comes up short. 1 quarter in the books. It's Sundance 16, Wyoming Indian 13. We'll be back on KTAK 93.9.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
Welcome back. Second quarter about to go, and what we got? Somebody selling something over here? No?
More fans.
All right, Sundance basketball. Lady Bulldogs lead it 16-13. Blakely Gill will bring the ball across the timeline. That's a very recognizable name in Sundance, the Gill name.
Declan just graduated last year from Sundance, 6'7" player. That was, they sorely miss him this year.
Pass around the horn, back to Blakely Gill. Now inside to Jalen Mills, left side on the angle, and falling down. There was some physicalness there.
The Chiefs did a great job of collapsing on that post pass.
There's Delaney Gambler inside with that left hand.
Boy, she took the ball right through contact and finished. That was a nice play to see.
16-15, 1-point game. Here's Gill right side. Little 18-footer is good from Taylor Daly. Her first bucket. 18-15 again. Delaney Gambler making them pay with that left hand.
She got the defense on the high side and used her body well with that drop step.
8 points for Delaney Gambler. And it's again a 1-point game. Here's Lohmeyer in the corner to Madison Neiman. Her shot is short. And Delaney Gambler gets her hands on the ball as that shot was short by Sundance. Now they're double teaming Paisley Blackburn. Left side to Connie Curry. Now to Ashlyn Gambler from the free throw line. Not good. Connie Curry puts it back up. Got to go up strong.
She faded away a little bit on that shot.
Gill to Lohmeyer, laid up good. Nice pass from Gill.
It was, and that's tough. You miss a layup at one end, and then they get the transition the other way.
Curry will throw it inside. Pass meant for Delaney Gambler. And it's taken away. Another turnover for the Chiefs. It'll be their third. Pass right side, Gill for three. It's good. And you've got to account for Jalen Mills. Sorry about that. Jalen Mills with the three. He's got 12 points and a pair of threes in the game. Top of the key, Connie Curry. Curry right side and posting up. Swin Highwalker, give and go to Ashlyn Gambler. Nice play, but it just didn't go. There's Swin Highwalker with the swooping shot.
And she kept the ball high to have the effective finish.
Swin Highwalker with her first bucket. It's 23-19 Sundance. Right side to Mills. And Mills delivered the shot on Paisley Blackburn, and Blackburn picks up the foul. First foul on Paisley Blackburn. What do you think to this new 5 team fouls per quarter, and then you shoot 2 shots? No more 1 plus the bonus anymore, Pat.
I always loved a pressure free throw, and you had to prove yourself. And I know why they did it. I'm not completely sold on it, but
foul's going to go on Jaden Headley. She lowered the boom on Marchant, and Marchant's going to go to the free throw line. So why did they make the change?
Well, they wanted to take the physicality away of the fouling late in the game. They thought it would speed up the process, too, by trying to eliminate people being as aggressive, knowing that fifth foul, if you get it early, you're going to get 2 free throws the rest of that quarter. And so, it's different, but again, I had a long talk about basketball is the only sport that you can lose your best player due to fouls.
True.
Okay. I've never understood quite. Can you imagine the quarterback in football getting the second delay of game and say, Josh Allen, I'm sorry, you're out of the game for your second one. Or in volleyball, that's the second illegal set, you're out. I'd love them to see after the 5th foul, it's 2 shots and the ball back. There you go. Rule change.
Okay.
You can get that started for me.
All right. We'll take a break. We'll come back. This is Wyoming Indian basketball trailing 23-19 on 93.9 KTAK.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Welcome back. 4:47 to play first half. Lady Chiefs trail Sundance 23-19. Jaden Headley just with the hammer foul on Marchant, and Marchant will step to the line. She'll shoot a pair. First one is good. Five-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs. Road team today wearing red, white numbers. Sundance says across their chest. And the missed free throw is going to lead to another Sundance possession as Jamie Ferris tipped the ball out of bounds. Jalen Norse back in the game for the Lady Chiefs. Mills will take the ball out of bounds for Sundance. To Marchant, now Lohmeyer. Back to Mills. And they're going to get
24.
Shoyo Ferris with her first foul.
Fighting through that screen. They had a nice screen set up for the 3.
Not a whole lot of subtle fighting from the Lady Chiefs there. They just knock you down. Pass left side in the corner to Marchant. She'll bring it back out top of the key for Sundance. Left side on the angle to Judy Crago. Now to Marchant, to Crago. In the corner, Annie Harmon off the bench. Shot up by Marchant, not good. And coming out with the rebound is going to be Jaden Headley. She'll throw it forward, and she'll throw it away as Judy Crago comes up with the ball right down the lane. Nice pass to Jalen Mills, who now with 14 points.
And finishing with her left hand, being a right-handed person, that's tough play.
Did you ever teach Jax to use his right hand? Jaden Headley with the shot.
We do a 2-ball mic and drill where they all have to get developed.
He's pretty pro left hand though, wouldn't he?
But he'd go either way, finish off a 2, and that.
26-21. Here's Mills with the drive. Her shot goes long, and Deanna Posey almost gets knocked out of bounds. Here's a baseball pass right into the hands. That's like fool's gold, Pat, when you see a person breaking long and you try to hit them. Judy Crago with the steal. Back up top of the key to Crago. Left side to Marchant. Now to Mills. She'll take the baseline. And Ashlyn Gambler thought she had a lot of ball, but that'll send Jalen Mills to the line to shoot 2.
And boys teams that haven't got used to playing in this gym will have a lot of full court baseball passes blocked by a divider.
Okay. I suppose that does happen here.
Yeah, it's not very high ceiling.
Mills' first free throw is good. She's now 3 for 3 at the line. 15 points in the first half. Lohmeyer will come out of the game. Substitute back in for Sundance is Madison Neiman. Second free throw, front of the rim. Rebound, Sundance to Mills. Left side to Marchant. It's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover on Sundance. Sundance team came ready to play today. It's 27-21.
Coach O'Connor always gets his teams well prepared.
Fourth game in 2 days. You've got to dig a little deep. You're a little sore, you're a little tired, but you got to keep playing. There's a double dribble that's not called. Ferris will score an up and under play.
4-point game now. This is a key area. 2:45 left in the half.
27-23. Sundance by 4, and good defense by Deanna Posey will cause a turnover as Madison Neiman left her pivot foot. 2:40 to play. Lady Chiefs try to keep the game as close as possible here going into the second half. Nice pass inside. Ashlyn Gambler will miss the easy one, and that foul is going to go on Jalen Mills. That'll be her first, I believe.
You always try to motivate your defenders by if you can tell them, hey, you're taking away a 2 or 3 point play at one end and allowing us to get a 2 or 3 point play at the other. And when you add those together to have a 6-point run in a matter of 10 seconds, how many of those can you afford to give up?
There you go.
And
Gambler's first free throw bounces off, not good. That was the second foul on Madison Neiman. Gambler back up there. Lady Chiefs will be working on their free throws, guarantee it. Gambler's second free throw is good. 27-24. Mills looking for Marchant. Throws it right side instead to Crago. Crago on the angle. Pass to Marchant. Nice job by Norse. And they're going to say over and back, but I believe they'll get together and change that call because the Lady Chiefs defense had their hands on that pass too.
It's an interesting call because even though it's deflected, once the ball goes in the backcourt and I deflect it as a defender off the offense cannot touch it first.
Okay.
And so they had it and stepped back. That's a tough call.
Marchant and Mills will walk with the basketball. So turnover to Wyoming Indian. 2:08 to play first half. 27-24 this game, and we've quickly got away from running in this game, and it's turned into a half-court game big time. Pass inside meant for Ashlyn Gambler. It'll go off her hands and out of bounds. Just an entry pass. You've got to make a good pass on that entry pass, especially to a post player. 1:56 to play. Chiefs going to take a timeout. We'll go with it on 93.9 KTAK.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
He's a tough inside player. Welcome back. 1:56 to play. 27-24 lead for Sundance. And, you know, if you sat by me for a whole season, I might know something about basketball.
Hey, I learned something from everybody on the floor and in the bleachers.
I'm sure you heard. You got a lot of instruction from the bleachers in your career. There's Marchant on the inside. It's going to be, well, I thought it went off Ferris, but it's going to go over to Wyoming Indian. It'll be a turnover.
The old quote by John Wooden, he said, I learn something every day from people, but sometimes it's what not to do.
One of my favorite coaching buddies. There's going to be a turnover on Wyoming Indian as Posey tried to find Jamie Ferris. Mark Hubbard, who coached at Central Wyoming College back in the day in the early 90s, he would love to coach in a COVID era, he told me, when there was no fans in the house. Good coach at Central Wyoming College. Jamie Ferris with the rebound of the missed shot by Sundance. Deanna Posey to Norse. Around the horn to Ashlyn Gambler. She'll drive it inside. Use the body. Shot up good, but she'll get called for the player control foul.
Oh.
And, boy, I don't know about that one. Just because the defender falls down doesn't mean it's a foul. So that shot will not count.
The COVID era brings back a tough tournament memory of losing 78-7 to Pine Bluffs, and I said I made my biggest coaching mistake. I said in the first quarter all I needed to do was pull my mask down, and we lost 2-0.
Well, you know, it was funny because the Chiefs won a state title, and then the next week they shut down the 3A, 4A state tournament. There's a missed shot by Sundance, and it'll be Wyoming Indian basketball. Deanna Posey, Jamie Ferris, 40 seconds to play. Chiefs want to get a good shot here. Jalen Norse at the point guard position, right side to Delaney Gambler. Inlet pass, Jamie Ferris. Nice move.
Very
Shot
good
up.
footwork. Very good footwork on the finish on the drop step.
5 points for Ferris. We've got a 1-point game, and you said it, Pat, the last 2.5 minutes, pretty crucial. Lady Chiefs have held Sundance without a bucket. There's Lohmeyer in the corner to Marchant. Now pass it into Lohmeyer. Nice move, but Connie Curry's there to pull down the rebound, and it's going to be a held ball with 4 seconds to play. It'll be Chiefs basketball.
Well, you brought up something. Over 36 years, I either had to prepare for Alfred Redman or Craig Ferris, and I always told our kids, you have to survive runs. The first few minutes to start the game, the first few minutes coming out of half, you got to be ready. No falling asleep.
There's a shot at the buzzer by Jamie Ferris. They'll wave it off. We're at halftime. It's Sundance 27, Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs 26. And what shapes up to be an interesting second half here at Wright High School. Pat Neely and I will be back after a break with the halftime show brought to you by the U.S. Marine Corps on 93.9 KTAK.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
The holidays are full of moments we never want to miss. One more laugh, one more hug, and one more memory. But one wrong choice can take all of that away. This is Cody Beers with WYDOT. If you're drinking this season, please don't drive. Call for a safe ride. Make it home to the people who love you. From our WYDOT family to yours, stay safe and cherish every moment.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair last year, and this year enjoy Blackhawk live in concert Friday, August 1st. Race you to the fair, the Fremont County Fair.
Welcome back. This is the U.S. Marine Corps halftime show, and at the half, it's the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs trailing Sundance 27-26. Good first half overall as the Chiefs trailed Sundance 16-13 after a quarter, and they managed to hang in, play good defense, and limit, hold Sundance scoreless over the last 3 minutes of the first half. This game has slowed considerably, and it's a 27-26 lead for Sundance at the half. Individually for Sundance in the first half, Taylor Daly with 2 points. 1 point for Carly Marchant. She was 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Jalen Mills with 15 first half points. She's just an excellent player. 3 for 3 at the free throw line. Halen Lohmeyer with 9 points for the Sundance Lady Bulldogs. And yeah, we've got a listener. He's telling me how to say people's names. And so, Smokey, this is for you, buddy. Mark Stinson, a well-known radio guy. And now I can't even get my phone to work. There we go. It's Madison Nyman. So I apologize to everybody. They spelled it Neiman, Mark. So I just want to let you know that. But, hey, individually for the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs, 2 points for Jalen Norris, 1 point on 1 for 2 at the line from Taya Dixie. She's got 3 fouls. She got in foul trouble early, and the Lady Chiefs still hanging around doing their job. Paisley Blackburn with 2 points, 5 points for Jamie Choyo Ferris, 2 points for Swin Highwalker, 3 points for Connie Curry, 8 points for Delaney Gambler. She was doing a nice job posting up throughout this first half. Ashlyn Gambler, 1 of 2 at the free throw line. She's got a point. And Jaden Headley with 2 points. Wyoming Indian finishes the first half 4 of 6 at the free throw line. Sundance on the other side. Let's see. 3 for 3, 4 for 5, and 5 for 6 at the free throw line for this group from Sundance. Halftime score, Sundance 27, Wyoming Indian 26. And Pat, we'll go right to you. I know this guy likes to come down here to Wright and hang out. He's a good broadcaster. He's fun to be around. We've done a little bit of traveling together. Tell me your favorite Mark Stinson story. You got one?
Oh, man, I can tell you what, that Smokey Mark's been to about every gym imaginable in Northeast Wyoming. He always puts the athletes first, and I've never heard him say anything negative about a player, official, a coach, but he brings things like volleyball things. It's a chicken fight at the net or Sneaky Pete and 2. And he always has his one-liner, but he has a passion for the game. And he'll do anything he can to promote youth around the state of Wyoming. And it's my pleasure and a lot of respect for Smokey Mark. Hi, Smokey.
Smokey, I'll tell you, one of my favorite things is when I first started running into him at state, he'd sit down in my spot. Because, the Chiefs broadcaster gets right at midcourt. Because we always play on Saturday night, in the state. So I'd look at him and go, okay, I'll move, but we got to bet a burger and a beer on this next game. I think I won like 5 or 6 in a row. And then he finally paid off. But I got even because I took my son Baylor, the former offensive tackle, with us. And we ate well that night on Smokey's dime. But we've become really good friends. That kind of broke the ice for us. And we've went to the Junior College World Series together this last year. He went with me to the Wyoming Air Force game. I was on the sidelines reporting, and he was having a good time in the stands. Of course, well-decorated Vietnam veteran, and, he's shared a few stories with me. I know sometimes it's hard to talk about what you do in the military, but just a good guy and does a great job. The kids love him up in Northeast Wyoming, and he does a great job broadcasting. And I don't know why, but now he wants to retire and go live in Buffalo.
I know.
That's like enemy territory in Wright, isn't it?
It is, but chance to follow grandkids, and whether it's in Wyoming or going all the way to South Dakota, he's going to still be in a gym following those grandkids. And just a special person, and his wife, Mona,
yes,
special lady.
Yeah, I've had the privilege of having a meal at his house, and we've had a good time together. We went to the Junior College World Series, and it's funny. He's like, okay, I'm going to bring ribs. I'll cook them, I'll smoke them, and then we'll throw them on the grill and eat them. Well, Mark threw them on the grill. I started the grill, and I said, well, it's pretty hot out there. He went out and put the ribs on the grill, and Mark came in, we're watching a ball game, and he finally goes, man, I better go check on those ribs. Well, about 5 minutes later, he comes in and he goes, I screwed up the ribs. We're going to Applebee's to eat ribs. All right, Mark, we've talked about you long enough. You got a big head. 2 minutes to go in halftime. Halftime score. Wyoming Indian trails Sundance. The Lady Chiefs, 27-26. We'll be back with the second half of play coming up next on 93.9 KTAK.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Welcome back. We do have other listeners on Chiefs Nation broadcast. Let's look and see how many people are currently tuned in. 150. We've been up around 200. We had 2,100 views of our game, the season opener yesterday in Glen Rock, Pat. So a lot of people listen in. Of course, it's kind of odd for me to watch Wright basketball now and not see Jackson Neely or Pat Neely out here on the court, but I'm sure you guys are getting used to it. You made some trips to Billings. He's a member of the Rocky Mountain College basketball team now, which I know you're proud of, and he found a place to play after high school, and that's an opportunity that not many kids get a chance to do.
No, and he worked hard for it, determined, spent a lot of time in the gym, but he's got a ways to go yet, but I'm very proud of what he's accomplished, and you know, he still follows his teammates down here and comes in when he can to come to a practice.
Did he have his own key to the gym?
No, I never would do that, but I never ever turned anybody away when they called me, unless, of course, it was banned by WASHA. But, hey, we got to send a special shout-out to a special person in KC, Wyoming by the name of Noah Pagan. He's always at the state tournament. You'll see him in a wheelchair, but he's a strong supporter of high school basketball. He's a big Jayhawk fan. So
okay.
Rock Chalk.
Yeah, go KU. But special howdy to Noah and KC. Home of the famous guy, Chris Ledoux. So here's a shot up and a rebound by Gambler. And we'll get a foul on Sundance as the second half underway. That foul will go on Blakely Gill. And that'll be her second. Wyoming Indian basketball. Chiefs trail by 1. Here's Delaney Gambler to Paisley Blackburn. Now back out top of the key to Jalen Norse. And inside, little hook of the arm. And we'll see. I thought maybe they'd call a player control foul, as Shoyle Ferris likes to play with those high elbows.
It's interesting how the Lady Chiefs are adjusting to their inside game and doing well getting it into the post, and Sundance is relying more on the perimeter, which is kind of a reverse of what you might think.
Taya Dixie's inbounds pass is going to go out of bounds way back in front of the Sundance bench.
And it wasn't touched, so they're going to bring it all the way back.
Okay.
But on the inbounds there, she could go retrieve it if she could have got to it, because there's no over and back on that inbounds.
Sure. All right. Here's Gill. She'll bring the ball over the timeline. Sorry, Jalen Mills, excuse me. She led the Sundance team in scoring in the first half. Here's a turnover by Sundance, and this is a great opportunity now for Wyoming Indian to make a comeback. Pass is going to go in right into the hands of Lohmeyer, and that's probably not a good pass, but 29-26, we'll get a pushing foul.
I always hated to see the ball being bounced through the lane of the opponent's team. It's too slow, especially with the quickness of athletes today.
Doesn't work, does it?
No.
We used to be taught to bounce it through, but not anymore. They don't do that. Here's Taya Dixie. She'll drive toward the baseline. And if Taya has any weakness in her game, it's the fact she puts her head down and doesn't look around when she's dribbling much. All-state player for the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs, Taya Dixie. She was also the Northern Arapaho Powwow Queen this year and spent the summer recovering from an injury and going to powwows. Jamie Ferris with the jump shot. Shot up, not good. Ball will be tipped out of bounds off Delaney Gambler. 29-26, Sundance by 3. Two very similar teams. Good players, good defense each way. There's Lohmeyer for 3. It's a bit long. She was open. Taya Dixie in.
Possession
Jalen
arrow
Mills
favors the Chiefs on the tie-up.
Yeah, it'll be Chiefs basketball. So Dixie will take it out. Sundance slapping on a pretty good man press. There's Paisley Blackburn. She'll easily break it. Bring it across the timeline. Now drive all the way underneath. Finds Delaney Gambler for the layup.
Pretty bounce pass to find her teammate for the strong finish at the rim.
10 points for Delaney Gambler. 1 point game, 29-28. And here's Mills in the corner for 3. He's got 18, and it's back to a 4-point game. Lady Chiefs going to break this press. Taya Dixie down court. To Shoyo Ferris, shots up and good.
Good poise to get the transition layup out of the score.
32-30. Crago, right side to Marchant. Inside Lohmeyer. Shot not good, rebound Delaney Gambler. So Lady Chiefs basketball. 5:30 to play, third quarter. 2-point game, here's Norse. Inlet pass toward Dixie, and Mills does a nice job coming in the backside, stealing it away. She's going to drive all the way to the hoop, lay it up and good. Timeout on the floor as Jalen Mills now with 20 points. We'll take a break, 5:14 to play. It's Sundance 34, Wyoming Indian 30. This holiday season, give your loved ones the gift that matters most, your safety. Whether you're on the road, at home, or at work, take a moment to slow down, stay aware, and take care. From all of us at YDOT to you, happy holidays and stay safe.
Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union is more than a place to bank. It's a partner in every financial journey. From checking and savings to auto loans and mortgages, they give members the tools to move forward. Known for local service and decisions made right here in Wyoming, their team offers trusted guidance every step of the way. Proud supporters of all Wyoming sports teams, they're as committed to the community as they are to their members. Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union. Your money, your goals, your altitude.
Welcome back. Sundance 34, Wyoming Indian 30. Here's a baseball pass. It's going to go out of bounds, and the ball will come right back to the right end. It'll be right basketball. Reminds me of teams like that bomb, but it's such a low percentage pass, even in basketball. There's Lohmeyer in the corner to Mills. Block shot by Taya Dixie, and she's going to get called for the foul, her 4th.
That's a tough foul to take, and takes a weapon away from the Chiefs here for probably 5 minutes.
Sure does. Jalen Mills with 20 points will go to the line. She's perfect, 3 for 3 at the line. First free throw is good. 4 for 4 at the line. 3 threes for Jalen Mills.
Like I said earlier, the only thing she hasn't done today is drive the bus.
So Mills back up there. Shot on the way. Not good. And now Taya Dixie will be allowed to sit down. That is the only shot I believe that Mills has missed all day long. She's been on fire. 35-30. Next free throw, nothing but net. 6-point lead, and now this Sundance press has really hurt Wyoming Indian. We'll get Jamie Shoyle-Ferris is going to foul. Guess who's going back to the line? Jalen Mills for 2 more.
Pretty nice form she has with her shooting.
Mills, free throw. Good. .23 points now for Jalen Mills. 5:03 to play here in the third. Sundance using the press, using good ball movement, and building this lead. Second free throw is good. Not sure what that call was. Somebody step in the lane? I don't know.
Well, he blew his whistle, but he's still going to let her run the baseline, so they didn't take the free throw away. I'm not sure.
Lady Chiefs throw it away. Marchant with the steal. And Sundance right back to work. Lady Bulldogs beating the Lady Chiefs at their own game. Lohmeyer to Mills. Right side in the corner to Judy Crago. To Lohmeyer. To Marchant. Back to Lohmeyer. She'll put up the jump shot. She was a bit off balance. Rebound, Paisley Blackburn. Lady Chiefs need a bucket, 38-30. Here's Blackburn. And we'll see what the call is. Uh-oh. Somebody said something on the Chiefs side. That foul going to go on Carly Marchant. That'll be her second. So it'll be Lady Chiefs basketball. Only the second team foul of this third quarter on Wyoming Indian. Blackburn, top of the key, left side. Connie Curry, nice inlet pass to Lady Gambler. That was working in the first quarter, so why not go back to it?
Did a nice job protecting with the body.
Delaney Gambler has 12 points now. In the corner, Marchant for the shot, not good. Rebound. Jaden Headley of Wyoming Indian, and then we'll get a foul on Marchant trying to come around the backside. And seen a lot of guards try to steal the ball that way, and it almost always gets called. Almost always.
Yeah. I always encourage kids, if you're going to do the back tip, it's when you're sprinting in transition, coming hard. Don't let them beat you in the half court and then try to do it.
I'm sorry, that is the 15th foul on Sundance, so it's going to be bonus from here on out. I was looking at Wyoming Indians total. So Blackburn will shoot 2. First one's good. Paisley with 3 points. Lady Chiefs could use her offense to get things going. 3:59 to play in the third. 5-point game. Blackburn's free throw is good. 38-34. Blakely Gill brings it right side. Lohmeyer with the ball. To Mills. Cross-court pass. Left side to Madison Nyman. Good pressure defense by the Lady Chiefs in the zone. And we're going to get a call down underneath. It's going to go on Wyoming Indian. Foul going to be the third.
They got him deep into the shot clock. I thought they'd forced him into a tough shot, but they get the reset of the shot clock now.
Paisley Blackburn with their third foul. Here's Lohmeyer from the free throw line, just a bit long. Rebound by Headley to Blackburn. Across the timeline. There's a pretty good reach there, no call by Blakely Gill. Could have been off Blackburn and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Chiefs. Right side, Blackburn in the corner for 3. It's good.
All of a sudden, a 1-point game now.
Yeah, it's a 7-0 run for the Lady Chiefs. Pass inside to Mills. She's double teamed, and it will be taken away. That's Headley. And Blackburn comes up with it. Paisley looking to pass it around. She needs to head back into that corner and shoot again. There's Connie Curry. And she called that, Pat. She banked it in.
The bank's open on Saturday in Campbell County.
Chiefs. Lady Chiefs with their first lead in a long time. It's 40-38. Inside to Mills. She'll be double and triple teamed on the outside. Here's a three-pointer up, not good, by Blakely Gill. And then we'll get a foul down underneath.
An adjustment made by Alita Moss on that to bring three people to get the ball out of Mills' hand. It's paid off to allow the Chiefs to get the lead.
Connie Curry with her first foul. Inside Mills. Shot up good. And boy, she's having a quarter. 10 points in the quarter. 25 for the game. And we're tied at 40. There's Paisley Blackburn. She blows by the competition, misses the layup. Man, that'll pull your hair out, missing them layups. Here's Lohmeyer back the other way. Running one-hander, not good, to Headley. Baseball pass down. Oh, boy, and I don't know if the Chiefs can save it. They can't. As Blackburn, they had numbers. It was 2-on-1. And they throw it away.
It's a tough pace to keep up to.
2:08 to play in the third. Gill walks it over the timeline. Left side to Crago. In the corner, Lohmeyer. She'll pull up from 10. Not good. Rebound Headley. She'll bring it out to Norse. Norse going to drive inside and draw the foul. And this time, Madison Nyman going to be called for the foul.
Good sportsmanship. Both teams helping each other up. I'd like to see that.
It's been a great change of pace for the Chiefs Nation to come up to this tournament, Pat. And I know you guys welcome the Chiefs and all of us down in Fremont County appreciate that.
Well, it's made a difference to get that kind of basketball up here, and you can see by the people in the stands, they like to watch it.
Norse misses her first free throw. We're tied at 40. 1:48 to play. Second free throw by Norse is good. Lady Chiefs lead at 41-40. 1:47 to play in the third. Pass inside to Lohmeyer. Her turnaround shot looked good, but it's not. And the rebound by Paisley Blackburn. Sundance trying to pick up the press. Here's Blackburn. She's dribbling through traffic, and she'll be fouled on the play. Halen Lohmeyer with her second foul.
The adjustment of bringing three to Mills and then going to the outside to knock down the two timely threes, it's changed the momentum of this game.
It sure has. Blackburn, first free throw is good. Paisley Blackburn getting in the offense in this quarter. She's got 6, 8 for the game. 3 for 3 at the line. Second free throw is good. 3-point lead for Wyoming Indian. Gill brings the ball over the timeline. Left side on the angle to Annie Harmon. And Mills going to be double teamed. She'll find Crago. Mills with the rebound and another three. She'll miss it. It goes off Curry's foot and out of bounds. It will stay with Sundance.
The Chiefs had a little matchup zone working there as I saw the post players stay in the post when the ball went to the corner. So they're throwing a little bit of a matchup zone here.
43-40 Chiefs. 1 minute to play in the third. Crago, right side to Mills. She'll throw up the long three. Looked good, but it hit the front of the rim and falls off. Norse across the timeline. This game, just like some of the other Chiefs games in this tournament, there's Paisley Blackburn. She goes around the end and just keeps going, lays it up and good.
There was a great screen set that created that opening for her.
45-40, 35 seconds to play. Mills on the left wing. Inside, Lohmeyer. She's going to pass across the lane and throw it out of bounds. Turnover to Sundance. And Boy, it's been a game of momentum shifts, Pat. You're right.
Sundance with the 8-point lead now finds himself trailing by 5, but you can tell there's a little bit of lack of confidence and uncertainty on the Sundance offense.
45-40, final 20 seconds of the third quarter. Blackburn's going to go all the way to the hole, and she'll draw the foul. It's going Madison Nyman. 17 seconds to play. Paisley Blackburn back at the line. 9 points in the quarter for Paisley Blackburn. She's really been the difference. First free throw, not good. She'll get a second. Lady Chiefs lead by 5. 17 seconds to play in the quarter. Free throw, good. Something stuck on the floor over there. That's probably an old hunk of Neely bubblegum.
Only chewed a couple sticks a game.
I can remember you chewing gum. I felt sorry for that stick of gum. 46-40. 10 seconds to play. Cross-court pass to Marchant. She'll have the running one-hander. Are they going to count that? Oh, my. Nothing like an NBA continuation. Foul's going to go on Connie Curry.
That has been a change now in college that they're allowing those kind of plays.
Are they really?
Yeah.
I'll be darned.
Made it interesting.
Marchant's three-point attempt is good. That's big. That's Carly Marchant.
One possession game into the quarter.
3 seconds. I don't think the Lady Chiefs, nope, they're not going to get a shot. 3 quarters in the books. We've got 8 minutes to play. It's Wyoming Indian 46. Sundance 43. This is Wyoming Indian basketball on 93.9 KTAK.
Since 1964, Valley Lumber and Supply has been more than a hometown hardware store. They've been family. From weekend projects to big builds, they've got you covered with free delivery and a team that cares. They're proud supporters of our local sports teams. Visit valleylumbersupply.com, where hometown pride builds strong projects.
Arapahoe First is proud to support all Fremont County athletes. Just like the hard work you put into every game, we're here for tribal and non-tribal members alike. Wishing every athlete a season of strength and success. Call 307-463-4185 to discover what Arapahoe First can do for you.
Warm Valley Health in Fort Washakie is a full-service medical provider. With integrated care teams, you're always able to reach someone in your medical team. Warm Valley Health provides primary care, nephrology, podiatry, optometry, pharmaceutical, along with other services. New to Warm Valley is pediatrics and OB care. Walk-ins are welcome. That's Warm Valley Health, located at 29 Black Coal Drive in Fort Washakie. Call today, 307-332-7300.
Welcome back. 46-43 as we start the fourth quarter from Wright Junior Senior High School. 40 miles south of Gillette, if you don't know where Wright is. Cross-court pass, Carly Marchant's shot is going to be short. Jaden Headley's going to have the ball taken away by Mills. Back to Lohmeyer. Her shot in and out. Rebound, Wyoming Indian. Basket's had a lid on it for the last 3 or 4 minutes for Sundance. There's Delaney Gambler. Left-handed dribble. Inside, looking for Curry. And stolen away by Madison Nyman. To Carly Marchant. In the corner to Crago. Back to Lohmeyer. Marchant. And now in the lane. Boy, and getting the call. There is Jalen Mills, who brought her arm up through, hit Delaney Gambler, and Gambler gets whistled for the foul. And unfortunately for Delaney Gambler, that's foul number 2, I believe. First shot by Mills, now to 26 points.
She had kind of ventured out to the perimeter, and she adjusted by taking it at the rim on that last play.
Fourth foul called. 23, was that Paisley Blackburn that got that foul? Mills' second free throw is good. She's got 27. 46-45. Sundance throws on the press. Here's Norris. She's going to be called for traveling with the basketball. Kind of hesitated with that ball in the air. It's really hard to play a basketball game with all these whistles, Pat. 7:08 to play. Wyoming Indian 46, Sundance 45. We'll go to a break on 93.9 KTAK.
In Riverton knows that sports bring our community together. From Friday night lights to weekend tournaments, they're proud to cheer on our local athletes and support the teams that give us so much to root for. At 407 East Main, you'll find something special for everyone. Timeless pieces, unique gifts, and a selection worth exploring. Stop in, discover the perfect treasure, and know you're supporting a business that supports local sports. Where community and sparkle shine side by side. Call 307-857-2789 today.
Midway operates our 4 showrooms as one location, giving you by far the biggest selection of inventory in the region. Midway has the best buying experience before and after the sale. Our team members have more experience and knowledge to better serve you. Midway's success is based on hard work. Our team members give 110% to make sure you have a fast, enjoyable experience. We have what you need. At Midway, you're not just a customer, you're part of the Midway family.
Welcome back. Mills with the early shot gives Sundance the lead, 47-46 out of the timeout. And then Nyman with the layup. And just like that, Wyoming Indian struggling with the Sundance press. Another turnover for the Chiefs, taken away by Marchant. In the corner, Crago for 3, it's good. I think she was shocked by that. But a big run, 9-0 run to start this quarter. And we're gonna get a foul on Mills of Sundance.
We talked about the game of runs and Coach O'Connor to put the press on in a timely manner and use it, but not overuse it.
Yeah, I mean, quickly, Sundance comes out here in the fourth quarter, slaps a 9 spot on Wyoming Indian. That'll bring Taya Dixie back into the game for Wyoming Indian. She's got 1 point today. Connie Curry with the wide open 3. It hit the front of the rim and glanced off. Carly Marchant with the rebound. She'll bring the ball left side to the top of the key. Crago, who just hit a 3, is converged on in the corner. Right side, Lohmeyer. Her shot up, not good. The net is still wound up in the rim after that 3-pointer by Crago, and nobody stopped the game. Here's Marchant. 5-point lead for Sundance. Shot clock winding down. Mills going to throw it up. And it's going to be a shot clock violation. I guess we are playing with a shot clock in this game. Maybe the coaches agreed to it. I don't know. But
early on, all the tournament games have used the shot clock. It's only out for a trial. It will not go into effect until next year in 2A.
I like it. Taya Dixie throws the ball away. Shot up is good by Lohmeyer. Halen Lohmeyer now with 14. Lady Chiefs trail by 7, and they nearly throw it away again. There's Deanna Posey with the jump shot, not good. Rebound, Ferris. Jamie Ferris back out top of the key to Deanna Posey, to Taya Dixie. Dixie getting pushed around, and it's gonna be a foul on Carly Marchant.
There's still a lot of time to play. 4:49 left, and it's 3-possession game.
Fourth foul on Carly Marchant. She'll have to leave the game. And back in Annie Harmon for Sundance. Chiefs basketball. Inside, Jamie Shoyle-Ferris. Nice cross-court pass. Missed layup by Ashlyn Gambler. And then going up with the shot is Taya Dixie. She'll be fouled. And Dixie will go to the line.
The awareness to find your teammate with that no-look pass, it's not taught. It's from spending a lot of hours together playing.
That was a beautiful pass. Dixie's free throw is good. Taya Dixie today, foul trouble most of the game. She's now got 2 points, and that's the Lady Chiefs' first point in the fourth quarter. Lady Chiefs trail. Sundance Lady Bulldogs 53, Wyoming Indian 47 on KTAK.
Head to Nana's Bowling and Bakery in DuBois for Family Fun Night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes.
Discover Thermopolis is proud to stand with our Bobcats. From local attractions to hometown pride, there's always something to cheer about here. Discover Thermopolis, celebrating our community and rooting for the Bobcats all season long. Hot Springs Pharmacy is proud to cheer on our hometown Bobcats. Whether it's game night or school night, we've got the prescriptions, health essentials, and friendly service you can count on. Hot Springs Pharmacy, your local team, your local pharmacy. Let's have a big cheer for our hometown team.
Welcome back, 4:44 to play. 53-47 lead for Sundance. Taya Dixie with one more free throw. Lady Chiefs need to hit free throws down the stretch, get some defensive stops. Dixie's next free throw, not good. They're going to say she stepped over the free throw line.
I did get an important question answered. Coach O'Connor said he left the red sweater at home.
Okay. Well, they're looking good over there in their Wyoming Cowboy shirts. Kind of got that Hawaiian thing going. I know you're getting ready to go to the islands or somewhere warm. Here's Lohmeyer out top of the key to Nyman. Crago in the corner. Mills, three-pointer. Good. Wow, she's having a day, Pat. 32 points for Jalen Mills. All the way down.
Good answer there.
Nice job there all the way by Blackburn. 14 for Paisley Blackburn. Lady Chiefs need a stop. They're going to force a turnover. Taya Dixie to Delaney Gambler. She'll bring the ball over the timeline and throw it away. Good hustle by this Sundance squad. And Jamie Ferris with the near steal on Lohmeyer. There's Crago, top of the key. Sundance playing without Marchand. He's on the bench with 4 fouls. Lohmeyer on the left wing. Down underneath to Mills. She'll go up and under on Delaney Gambler. What a move.
Pretty move.
58-49, 9-point lead. And Taya Dixie sets the major pick. Pass to Connie Curry, shot up, good. Paisley Blackburn hit the freshman, and she got it to roll in. Lady Chiefs need a stop. 58-51. 2:55 to play. There's Mills. She'll bring it back outside to Lohmeyer. Cross court in the corner. Annie Harmon. She'll terminate her dribble. Find Crago at the top of the key. Shot clock with 7 seconds. Mills puts up the long three. That's hard to beat, Pat.
She's having a game.
61-51. Lady Chiefs down court quickly. Paisley Blackburn for three. Not good. Nobody goes after the rebound except Sundance's Annie Harmon. 2:16 to play. Mills drops it off. Left side to Crago. Harmon in the corner. Tipped out of bounds by Taya Dixie. Timeout, Wyoming Indian. 2:06 to play. Sundance by 10. It's the Lady Bulldogs 61, Wyoming Indian 51.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare, be well, live well. That's why we're here.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Fancy. Welcome back. 2:06 to play. Sundance 61, Wyoming Indian 51. Lady Chiefs not out of it yet, but they're going to have to rally. They've been outscored 20-5 in the fourth quarter, Pat. Sundance has had all the momentum.
3 big runs, both teams. We'll see if there's 1 run left for the Lady Chiefs.
37 points today for Jalen Mills. Chiefs going to have to take it away. They've got to get the ball back in their hands. Here's Corrego in the corner. Cross-court pass to Nyman. To Lohmeyer. Around the right side to Harmon. Now to Mills. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Back to Mills. She's got a wide open 3. And she just hit for her 40th point. 64-51, 132 to play. This game may be in the bag. Here's Connie Curry on the post-up. Nice move, but she's unable to score. It'll be a held ball, and it'll stay with Wyoming Indian. Lita Moss calls out the play. Taya Dixie will take the ball out under the hoop. Dixie unable to do much with the play. She'll bring it to Paisley Blackburn, and then she'll have it tipped out of bounds by Carly Marchant right in front of the Wyoming Indian bench. It'll be Lady Chiefs basketball. 1:19 to play. Dixie to Blackburn. Paisley left side. Hits Connie Curry inside. Nice pass interior-wise to Taya Dixie. She'll lay it up and good. Now the Chiefs, they're going to have to start fouling. They've only had 1 personal foul in this fourth quarter. Lady Chiefs chasing girls around, and that's probably who you want to foul. Anybody but Mills.
But you got to give 3 just to get to the next one to be in the bonus.
Exactly. Yeah.
To the double.
44 seconds. It's not happening for the Lady Chiefs. Lohmeyer to Corrego to Mills. Long 3. Get it. Wow. 3 straight threes. She's got 43 points. Does Jalen Mills. This game's over, but wow, what a performance by Jalen Mills of Sundance. Connie Curry with the shot. She'll put it up again, and it'll fall through. Curry with 10 points in the ball game. Wyoming Indian was in control of their destiny through 3 quarters. Just unable to do much in this fourth quarter as Sundance made every shot they throw up. Final score, Sundance 67, Wyoming Indian 55. We'll come back with a Click It or Ticket postgame show as we get ready for the Wyoming Indian Chiefs and the Sundance Bulldogs, the final broadcast of the weekend for me. It'll be broadcast number 8 coming up next on 93.9 KTAK.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber. You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Welcome back. Click It or Ticket Postgame Show. Cody Beers, Pat Neely here. Final stats for Wyoming Indian in this game. Jalen Norse finishes with 1 point. It was Taya Dixie with 3 points. She ends up 2 for 4 at the free throw line. Jalen Norse was 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Paisley Blackburn is going to finish as our Papa Murphy's player of the game. She ends up with 14 points, and she was 5 for 6 at the free throw line. 7 points for Jamie Shoyle Ferris. 2 points for Swin Highwalker. 10 points for Connie Curry, again scoring in double figures, the freshman. She did have a 3-pointer in the contest, and she was 1 for 1 at the free throw line. Delaney Gambler finishes tonight with 12 points. She is our Gatorade Good Sport of the game. 1 point for Ashlyn Gambler and 2 points for Jaden Headley. For the Sundance Lady Bulldogs tonight, 4 points for Taylor Daly, 4 points for Carly Marchant. She was 2 for 3 at the free throw line. 14 points for Halen Lohmeyer. She finishes 1 for 1 at the free throw line. She had a 3. And Judy Crago with a 3-pointer for 3 points. But I've not seen many girls' performances that it's going to top this one tonight in my 12 years of calling 2A basketball. Tonight, Jalen Mills of Sundance finishes the game with 43 points, and let's break that one down a little bit. She hit 7 threes in the contest. She was 8 for 10 from the free throw line. Just an outstanding performance. Jalen Mills tonight with a game high, and I'm not sure we'll see another point total like that all year in girls basketball. But tonight, Jalen Mills, 43 points, Pat.
You know, you got to recognize a play like that, competitive greatness. I mean, she took it on herself. The Chiefs had kind of come back, taking control of the game, and she made some plays inside out. And when you look at that as a fan or as a coach or as a broadcaster, you go, wow, that's pretty fun to watch. But not just her scoring. I mean, she gets the over 40 points, but she makes her teammates better. And you know, I don't know if you watched her body language. There was no time that she held her follow through, showing up the opponents with that. I mean, that's fun to watch. I mean, I've coached against Sundance a lot of years and that, so, you know, hats off, recognize an outstanding performance when it's there.
Mills scored 9 points in the first quarter, 6 in the second, 10 in the third, and 18 in the fourth quarter as this Sundance team goes 2-0 today and showed that they're for real. Wyoming Indian drops to 2-2 in this tournament. We'll be back on the floor next week at the Foothills Classic. Well, we're going to wrap that girls game up, and we'll move on. After a break, we'll come back and we'll do the pregame show. Wyoming Indian Chiefs taking on the Sundance Bulldogs. Next up on 93.9 KTAK.
Heinz General Store has been the grocery store of choice for the Fort Washakie area since 1945. For this week's special, see their website at heinzgeneralstore.net. And for convenient shopping this winter, click on Heinz Online, download the app, and shop in the comfort of home. Schedule a convenient pickup time, and the team at Heinz General Store will do the rest. Heinz General Store says good luck to all Fremont County teams.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Welcome back as we get ready for the pregame show, brought to you by Hampton Inn and Suites. It's going to be the Wyoming Indian Chiefs who come into this game 3-0 on the weekend, and they'll take on the Sundance Bulldogs. And I left my briefcase in the car, Pat. I had all the previews, and I didn't want to go back outside because it was cold, so we're just going to wing it. Sundance beat Moorcroft earlier today. Wyoming Indian with a win earlier today, and it was in grand fashion as Wyoming Indian knocked off Wright 81-51, and they pulled away in the second half, scored 48 points to Wright's 23 points in that contest. And more importantly, they played great defense against the Big Two for Wright, the Stroshine boys. Mitch Stroshine was held to 11, and Truett Stroshine was held to 9. Actually, it was Joseph Kimbrell that led him in scoring today with 17. So, this Wright team's got some height. They do.
You know, Joseph is a junior, got some nice experience last year, and when he's playing with that confidence, it makes a big deal. But, you know, the Chiefs had a great game plan. They wore Wright down. Wright relied heavily on that starting five, and you know, maybe played that sixth man a few minutes here or there. But when you're running that kind of pace, you know, it wears. But it was a fun game to watch. And, you know, you learn something from every matchup out there. But my hat goes out to Truett Stroshine, because watching him go down in the state tournament and having the tear and not being able to be on the floor with his teammates in the last two games, but battling to come back and getting himself back to play this year, that takes a lot of courage and a lot of hard work, and he's got a little feistiness in him. He'll be back next week again, and you know, we're fortunate this weekend. I mean, two of the top 5 teams in the state early on to see play.
Well, and they'll play again next week in the Foothills Classic, so it'll be fun to see these teams again next week. Of course, we'll see Bighorn for the first time, and the Chiefs haven't played Moorcroft yet, but they'll play Moorcroft next week. Open against Tongue River, I believe, on Thursday, and that's going to require me to burn an extra day off. Boy, that's terrible. I don't have to go to my day job.
Last year at the game here in Wright, the first minute of the game, I heard a quote that I'll never forget. Coach Ferris took a timeout, and he said, "I told you guys we can't run with them this early in the game." And in 38 years, and my players looked at me and said, "Coach, did you hear what he said?" And I said, "I have never heard that in 38 years. So, we've had some great matchups and that, but had a great conversation with him, as I always do in the off season. We correspond with texts and that, but I told him I was going to miss the competition, and he always looked forward to it and gracious to come up. Parents always come up, we talk, and like I said, a lot of ties. Wyoming's a small state, being everyone knows everyone, and you go back, and it's just fun to see these type of competition games.
Now to be the Sundance Bulldogs and Wyoming Indian Chiefs, and we'll try to get the starters here for the Sundance Bulldogs. It'll be Jake Krell, one of the starters. Also Nash Downey. Jumping up is Owen Watt in the center circle against Adriano Brown. We've got Parker Watt on the other side, and the final starter is Ketch Downey. So it'll be Nash Downey, Ketch Downey, Porter Watt, Owen Watt. We have that many Watts out there?
It's 2 Watts, number 2 and 13. They're brothers. Number 2 is getting in with the injury to the Mills, who went down with the knee injury. They're waiting results of an MRI.
Is he there on the end of the bench, Krell, or? Must not be. This Sundance team's going to play this game with 7 players. Nice move inside and a shot up good to open things up by Jake Krell. 2-0, and now there's a lot of talk going on at the I'm not sure if there's anybody there to run the clock. Well, maybe there is.
Well, they do, but they didn't get the clock started. So
okay.
Sometimes when you're at a tournament and there's 8 games in a day, as you alluded,
Oh, yeah.
broadcasting that many, you got to stay focused, and it's a hard thing.
It is a hard thing. Just underway, 2-0. And here's Jordan Black. He'll fire up the jumper. Nice interior pass, but it gets away from Adriano Brown. And it'll be Sundance basketball. Ball's going to be tipped out of bounds. Owen Watt had the basketball. So Sundance ball. Nash Downey at the top of the key. He's the one wearing the pink sneakers. Right side. Hot pink anyway. Fluorescent pink. I don't know what they are. There's a nice move by Jordan Black. And we're tied at 2.
I think that's the color Smokey wears all the time, is that hot pink.
Yeah, well, he's kind of got that Mexico vibe going now, so maybe he does. There's a near steal by Jayanito Monroe Black. The Chiefs starters in this game, Julius Robinson, Adriano Brown, Jordan Black, Jayanito Monroe Black, and Parlene Ferris. Ketch Downey brings the ball over the timeline. He'll deliver it left side to Jake Krell. Right side on the angle to Ketch Downey. And in the corner, three-pointer put up. Not good. It'll go off. Sundance and out of bounds. That shot by Owen Watt. And it'll be Wyoming Indian basketball. Just underway. Final game of 8 for the Chiefs and Lady Chiefs this weekend. And a steal. Telegraph pass, and coming up with that steal is Jake Krell. Down court to Ketch Downey, left side Owen Watt. Back up top of the key to Nash Downey, right side on the angle to Krell. Turnaround shot, not good by Nash Downey. Rebound Wyoming Indian. There's Jordan Black, he'll take the lane again, lay it up and good. And
used his body well, shielded, got the defender under the rim and scored it.
4-2 Wyoming Indian. Chiefs coming out with that three-quarter court press that they're so good at, and Adriano Brown will knock the ball out of bounds. It'll be Sundance basketball. And I think you press more than anything just to start wearing into the ability of Sundance to run up and down the floor. It just forces you to do more work with every possession.
It does, and now with the shot clock involved, you put that press on and make a team labor for 8-9 seconds to get across timeline. Now you've shortened the shot clock in the half court, and it's going to change the way kids play and the way coaches coach.
There's Adriano Brown with the drive. He'll lay it up with the left hand. And right now the Chiefs have been able to get to the hoop 3 times. Left side, Watt for the jumper, not good. Rebound, Parlene Ferris delivers it down to Hayanito Monroe Black for the layup.
Nice job of getting that ball ahead and rewarding the gentleman on the fast break.
Monroe Black, Pat, you've seen his brothers play. You've seen him play. He's for real.
Yeah.
And he gets the rebound. Chiefs up and running to Jordan Black. Jordan making his move. Pitches it off left side to Adriano Brown. Little turnaround shot for Brown, not good. And the ball will go out of bounds.
We mentioned the Gill name in the girls' game, and last year Sundance had Declan Gill at 6'7", which when you have a rim protector that helps against that dribble drive, and Sundance really doesn't have a rim protector right now.
No, and this Chiefs team really doesn't have one either. They're not real big, but they're fast and elusive. Here's Monroe Black to Jordan Black. He'll take it inside, and it'll be blocked out of bounds. Jake Krell on the block.
And I think he heard me, because as soon as I said they don't have a rim protector, we have our first good block of the day.
4:59 to play first quarter. Sundance timeout. It's a 30-second variety. It's Wyoming Indian 8, Sundance 2.
Top priority drain cleaning's got you. Fair prices, top service, and a lowest price guarantee. Show any past price and they'll beat it by 5%. Call Top Priority now at 307-709-CLOG. They would like to wish all the Fremont County teams good luck this year.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry Aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
Side, it'll go off Wyoming or off Sundance and out of bounds. It'll be Chiefs basketball. Julius Robinson, talk about him in a minute, Pat. Good bloodline in that family.
Oh, man.
Tawny Robinson's son, believe it or not.
Shout out to Buell.
Buell Robinson, his uncle. Shot inside, Adriano Brown, nice turnaround shot. Taking what you'll give them, and the Chiefs lead at 10-2.
I think there's also a relative there by the name of Owen, isn't there?
Yeah, maybe. Should we mention him? Owen St. Clair.
Can he hear?
He still can, believe it or not. Shot up by Parlene Ferris, not good. Julius Robinson on the putback, and it bounces out. And Parlene Ferris comes up behind and fouls Jake Krell. First foul on Parlene Ferris. First foul called in this game. That's a record in this tournament. Almost halfway through the first quarter. It's amazing how quickly these games go by when the whistles aren't coming. There's Catch Downey. Right side to Owen Watt. Down court. Left side to Porter Watt. And right side, long arcing three-pointer by Nash Downey. And Parlene Ferris comes away with the basketball. Parlene pulls up from 8. It's good.
That is a lost art in basketball anymore, that in-between jump shot. It's fun to watch when people utilize it.
Boy, you're right. A lot of people think if it's not behind the three-point line, it's not a shot anymore. We're going to get a 10-second call as Wyoming Indian keeps Sundance in the backcourt. It's a turnover. 12-2, Wyoming Indian by 10. This Chiefs team playing without Cordell Spoonhunter, coach, and it's going to be a weapon when he comes back here in a week or two. Here's Adriano Brown. He'll drive the lane, and they're going to say Brown walked with the basketball. I'd say he ran a sprint with the basketball. 12-2, Chiefs. And a pass thrown away there by Porter Watts. Back the other way, Brown. Turnover, Sundance leads to a shot for Hayanito Monroe Black. And it's picked up by Robinson. Now Parlene Ferris for three, not good. Rebound, put back. There you go, Monroe Black.
Competing after that offensive rebound.
He's so good at that. Sundance basketball back and forth. Nearly over and back, Owen Watts, and it's going to be another 10-second call. That's great defense.
That's 2 back-to-back 10-second calls. Yeah, you don't see that very often, but you like to reward that defense.
3:01 to play. Do you like coaching a defensive team better than a team that can light it up?
Well, the defense, I've always said, will lead to the offense. And, of course, you love those games. And I mentioned the night of playing against Alfred in his last state tournament game. I had a kid with 7 for 10 behind the arc in the event center, and that doesn't always happen.
No.
But when it does, you like to enjoy it. And we witnessed one in the girls' game.
Yep, we did. 43 points for Mills from Sundance. Here's a shot up by Jainito Monroe Black. It was Adriano Brown hitting a shot on the last possession.
Uh-oh.
Down court, it could be another 10-second call. And it is. Third straight 10-second violation. And that one caused, just by, again, great defense, caused Jake Krell to work really hard, and then he threw a long pass, and that 10 seconds was up before it hit the ground on the other end. Here's Robinson, right side to Monroe Black. Little short jumper, not good. Rebounded by Damon Willow, and he'll drive inside. They're going to say Willow with the walk, and I'm not sure why that's called a walk, but it is. Traveling call. 2:04 to play.
With the new move that the kids always love to use now is that new Euro step, and just depending on the vision and what's seen at that time, which basketball is a tough sport to officiate because everything's moving.
16-2, Wyoming Indian by 14. Pass inside. Chiefs getting their hands on the ball, and now Mitchell Seahair used to be my cameraman. He rolls in there, misses the layup, but it's put back up and in by Adriano Brown, who's got 8 points. 18-2, Wyoming Indian. Keeping the pressure on. Damon Willow, Julius Robinson, Jordan Black, Adriano Brown, and Mitchell Seahair on the floor. There's Mitchell with the steal. He'll get the ball back. He's going to be rewarded, and he'll miss the shot. Julius Robinson with the putback. And the foul on Sundance.
Very active early with the offensive rebounds, and you know, with their bench, they're able to transition and get going. And just like you talked about earlier with Sundance, limited bench, they're missing the Mills kid out. That he's a difference maker for them. But the Chiefs, tough matchup today.
Robinson misses the free throw. It'll be Sundance basketball. 1:19 to play in the first. 18-point lead for the Chiefs. And a near steal by Mitchell Seahair. Back in the corner. Mitchell's going to end up with the steal, and he'll get to go in and lay it up and good. And I think he thought about that, but you know, that's a nice play. I like it, as opposed to missing a dunk.
You don't want to leave 2 points out there, because at some point in the season, those 2 points will come back and bite you.
Trevor Lyons with the layup on the other end. Here's Damon Willow for three. And then Jordan Black is going to steal the ball away. Jake Krell, ball will go out of bounds. It'll be a turnover on Wyoming Indian. Monroe Black going to come back in the game. His mom, incidentally, sitting right here beside us. She's raised 3 basketball-playing boys. Here's Krell. I'm not sure what did they call 10 seconds on that, or just 5 seconds?
We can't have 5 seconds bringing it up. So the shot clock was down to 23.
Okay.
So
okay. 22-4. I don't understand the mechanics of that, the hands by the officials to know what they're calling. Here's Monroe Black to Adriano Brown. Right side to Jordan Black. 18 seconds to play in the quarter. Adriano Brown in the corner. Pass inside, Monroe Black. He'll try the pass back. It finds Adriano Brown, and he'll bank it in.
Utilize the soft touch off the glass.
24-4, and a final shot at the buzzer just misses by Catch Downey. 24-4, Wyoming Indian will be back with the second quarter of play on 93.9 KTAK.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Welcome back, 24-4 as we start the second quarter. Damon Willow on the floor with Parlene Ferris. Ionito Monroe Black, Mitchell Seahair, and Jordan Black for the Chiefs. Ferris top of the key, right side on the wing, cross court to Monroe Black from Jordan Black. Pass inside, Mitchell Seahair for the layup.
Nice job of reversing the ball from the wing to the top and a great seal finish.
Seahair with 4 points. Again, the pressure defense by Wyoming Indian causing Sundance all kinds of problems. Here's a nice shot inside and a move by Catch Downey. His first bucket. 26-6, Wyoming Indian by 20 in this one. Jordan Black thought about Damon Willow thought about a shot. He'll find Parlene Ferris. Mitchell Seahair with the rebound, put back. He does something that I was taught not to do. He'll dribble the ball, bring it down and dribble it, and then go back up, and that's just a bad habit you get into when you're playing.
That makes people our height
be able
to play.
It made me better. And I wasn't a very good basketball player. 7:04 to play first half. 26-6. Mitchell Seahair over his head to Damon Willow. Shot on the way, not good. Rebounded by Porter Watt. Watt. Baseball passes it. Low percentage pass. It'll go out of bounds and stay with Sundance. Looks like somebody went to Subway. 6:43 to play first half. It's the survey man. Sundance basketball. Catch Downey. Walks it over the timeline. Right side on the angle to Holden Harmon. Back to Owen Watt. And then it'll be kicked out of bounds by Holden Harmon. Great defense by the Chiefs.
Getting the ball back up 20 and extending it. And I lose track of my years. Declan graduated 2 years ago. Eli Mills, or Eli Gill was the senior last year.
Yeah, that's right.
And he was the physicality inside that Sundance used.
Parlene Ferris gets
move.
in the lane, rises, and he's got 4 points. Parlene's looking for his shot more now as a senior. And Sundance will turn it over. Just a bad pass from Jake Krell trying to find Owen Watt.
And you start to see the eyes with the frustration and that's you don't want to show that to your opponent, because when the opponent sees that, they love it.
Yeah, I always call it the shoulder slump, and that's when you go for the kill. Julius Robinson for three, not good. And coming up with the rebound is Owen Watt. He'll bring it down court to Catch Downey. He'll miss the layup. And that's a momentum killer when you got a point-blank shot and you just drop it. There's Jordan Black from the free throw line, back the other way. Shots long. Neither team hitting shots now. And we'll get a foul on Wyoming Indian. That foul going to go on Mitchell Seahair. It'll be his first.
Again, bringing that ball down low. It lets everybody get hands in there. I remember back when Craig Ferris used to play against Mike Kohler and Brad Kiesel, there weren't very many balls brought down between legs. They were put there, and they weren't very easy to take away from players like that.
Some classic battles back in the day. Believe it or not, the Beard played high school basketball. Here's a steal for Wyoming Indian. Jordan Black takes it in. Pretty undisciplined shot there.
That was back when I had no gray hair, coaching Mr. Kiesel. Favorite T-shirt he wore was "Get out of the lane, here comes a train."
Got my boys a couple autographed 99 jerseys. His aunt lives in Grable still. Good friend of mine who works for the Basin Republican Rustler newspaper.
Brett always put people back. He funded lights for 2 football stadiums over there, bought new football shoes for 2 different teams, and very humble, very humble.
That's good stuff right there. Shot up by Nash Downey is good. It's 28-8. Chiefs at the other end for 3. Hyanito Monroe Black.
In 8th grade, Brett had a project where he researched what he wanted to be in life, and he said he wanted to be a pro athlete, and he was told he couldn't do that because he wouldn't be one. So
guess he proved them wrong.
You know, playing in the NFL for that many years, the only Wyoming graduate to play in 3 Super Bowls, win 2, and class act.
Wonder if he ever had a discussion with that coach or that teacher. 4:59 to play. Timeout on the floor. Wyoming Indian 31, Sundance 8.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Welcome back. Sundance basketball, 4:59 to play first half. Final broadcast of 8. All across the network. We've brought you about 25 games this weekend. 3-pointer put up is good by Catch Downey. Chiefs back the other way, leading 31-11. The Julius Robinson long 3 for him is going to bounce over the backboard and out of play.
And it caught some straps up there that are still moving.
That kind of thing drives me crazy, all that stuff up there. I know it's necessary, but it ends good shots sometimes. Here's Downey. He'll drive right side. Took 2 steps, stopped. Should have been a walk. Wasn't called. To Jordan Black. Black running one-hander, not good. Rebound on the play by Trevor Lyons. Lyons off the bench. He's got the ball back. Sundance got some JV guys in the lineup now. He walks, no call. And things are getting a little ragtag here on the final game of the tournament. Julius Robinson with the rebound. Pass down to Monroe Black in the corner. And that 3 was right on, but it didn't go. Catch Downey. Left side to Trevor Lyons. Top of the key to Owen Watt. Right side on the angle, Jake Krell. He'll drive to the hole, miss the layup, and go down. It'll be a Wyoming Indian foul. That foul going to go on Matthew Austin. his first.
When you can get to the rim, get the foul, get to the foul line, you can get points and plus get your teammates a chance to get their air.
You bet. 31-11, 3:37 to play first half. Krell's first free throw. Not good.
Did Smokey ever tell you the story about playing basketball for him? He'd always say, Coach, you're talking shot selection. I was open. And he said his coach told him, he said, Smokey, there's a reason you're open.
Second free throw by Krell. Not good. I'm guessing teams just slacked off of when Mark had the ball. That's a good one. I'll have to use that one on him. That's a good one. I like it. Is that true, Mark? Matthew Austin out top of the key. Adriano Brown. Right side, Hyanito for three. Not good. Rebound. Parlene Ferris. His turnaround shot is good. Just a nice move inside to create space. 6 points for Ferris. 33-11. Chiefs by 22 with 3:07 to play. They're going to call traveling on Sundance.
And the Chiefs using that three-quarter, and they're having the discipline not to overextend, and Sundance is doing a lot of unforced errors right now.
No doubt. It's been a turnover fest here in the second quarter for the Bulldogs. There's Robinson along the end line. He'll try the bounce pass through the lane, and it doesn't go anywhere. It'll go out of bounds off Sundance. 2:59 to play, first half. We'll have the U.S. Marine Corps halftime show after this. Pass in by Julius Robinson through the legs of the Sundance defender. And Robinson will can the three from the right side. 36-11. This reminds me of yesterday's games, Pat. Got in that running clock early in the second half. Here's Matthew Austin. He'll take it in. They're going to call Austin for the player control foul. His second.
The only thing with the running clock, it gets you home earlier.
It does, yeah. New thing in Riverton this year, Pat, we lost the Stranigan tournament because of the new tournament Casper that's playing at this Sports Ranch facility. It's got 4 or 5 courts right there by the event center.
Next weekend, I'm going to be calling 15 games over 2 days there with my black and white on. You might have to bring me some oxygen.
Okay. I might show up. Throw something on the court. Here's Wyoming Indian off and running. And in the game for the first time, Dana Locke, a young freshman, promising freshman for Wyoming Indian. Long three from the corner, not good by Adriano Brown. 36-14, Chiefs by 22. Top of the key, Holden Harmon. Now to Nash Downey in the corner. Catch Downey for three. It goes in and out. And the foul going to go on Sundance as Parlene Ferris came down with that rebound and tried to head down court. Substitute coming in for the Chiefs is going to be Anton Bell, and Julius Robinson will take a seat. Also, Damon Willow for the Chiefs.
Coach Ferris is getting a chance to use different combinations and get some people some court time, which will help him down the season.
Kids start getting a little sore by the fourth game in 2 days, I'm guessing. Here's Willow. He'll stop, pop the three, not good. Adriano Brown high, but he climbs right upon Jake Krell's back. And Adriano holding on to his, not his hand, let's put it that way. You turned and looked at me, you were waiting to see what I was going to say.
I wanted to know the terminology.
Brown will take his seat and try to catch his breath. We're going to go back to the other end to shoot free throws. It'll be Jake Krell after the foul on Adriano Brown. I believe Brown landed on top of Jake Krell's head, and it hurt. I'll lead with that. Krell, first free throw is good.
Used all parts of the rim on that shot.
It's a good touch, I was told. I never could just shoot one up and have it go swish. Krell's second free throw on the way is good. 4 points for Jake Krell. 36-16, Wyoming Indian. Another careless pass and a turnover for the Chiefs. Krell down court, he'll be double teamed. Chiefs turning up the pressure, and Hyanito ends up with it. And Damon Willow with the crazy hook. Craig Ferris off the bench asking for a foul. What do we get here, a technical foul?
No, it's a bench warning.
Okay, we'll get a bench warning on Craig Ferris. Frustrated by the physicalness of the play with no whistles. It's Wyoming Indian basketball. Craig's sitting down. And Dana Locke, the young freshman, he came in the last game, Pat. Never even seen this kid before, and he's sinking threes. There's Krell. And there's always another one, right? Holden Harmon with the ball to Krell.
As a bench player, you're always hoping to get that chance, and when you get that chance, it's about opportunities and can you do something with it to finish.
Krell inside has it stolen away. Hyanito Monroe Black, he'll drive the distance for the layup. He's got 9. 41-16, and Sundance will throw the ball away. Things kind of coming apart for the Bulldogs here in the second quarter. 32 seconds to play in the half. There's Locke, the freshman. He'll pull up and drop another 3. He's unconscious. Makes it look so easy. Pass back the other way, and Sundance going to get a layup by Nash Downey. 44-18, 9 seconds to play in the half. Robinson thought about a 3. Everybody wants the freshman to shoot. The senior will take it at the buzzer, and it'll fall off the side of the rim. Halftime score, Wyoming Indian 44, Sundance 18. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the U.S. Marine Corps halftime show on 93.9 KTAK. The holidays are full of moments we never want to miss. One more laugh, one more hug, and one more memory. But one wrong choice can take all of that away. This is Cody Beers with WYDOT. If you're drinking this season, please don't drive. Call for a safe ride. Make it home to the people who love you. From our WYDOT family to yours, stay safe and cherish every moment.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair last year, and this year enjoy Blackhawk live in concert Friday, August 1st. Race you to the fair, the Fremont County Fair.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
This holiday season, give your loved ones the gift that matters most, your safety. Whether you're on the road, at home, or at work, take a moment to slow down, stay aware, and take care. From all of us at YDOT to you, happy holidays and stay safe.
Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union is more than a place to bank. It's a partner in every financial journey. From checking and savings to auto loans and mortgages, they give members the tools to move forward. Known for local service and decisions made right here in Wyoming, their team offers trusted guidance every step of the way. Proud supporters of all Wyoming sports teams, they're as committed to the community as they are to their members. Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union. Your money, your goals, your altitude.
Since 1964, Valley Lumber and Supply has been more than a hometown hardware store. They've been family. From weekend projects to big builds, they've got you covered with free delivery and a team that cares. They're proud supporters of our local sports teams. Visit valleylumbersupply.com, where hometown pride builds strong projects.
Arapahoe First is proud to support all Fremont County athletes. Just like the hard work you put into every game, we're here for tribal and non-tribal members alike. Wishing every athlete a season of strength and success. Call 307-463-4185 to discover what Arapahoe First can do for you.
Welcome back to U.S. Marine Corps halftime show. The Chiefs would outscore Sundance 24-4 in the first quarter, 20-14 in the second, and at the half, the Chiefs with a 44-18 lead over the Sundance Bulldogs. Individually for Sundance, 4 points for Nash Downey, 2 points for Trevor Lyons, 7 points for Ketch Downey, 4 points for Jake Krell. This Sundance team was 2 for 4 at the free throw line. For Wyoming Indian in the first half, they would hit 4 3-pointers. Parlane Ferris finishes with 6 points. Jordan Black with 4. Julius Robinson with 5 points. He was 0 for 1 at the line. He did have a 3. Hayanito Monroe Black with 9 first half points. He had a 3-pointer in the second quarter. Adriano Brown with 10 points, all coming in the first quarter. 4 points for Mitchell Seahair. And Dana Locke, the freshman off the bench, with a pair of threes down the stretch in the second quarter. Wyoming Indian 0 for 1 at the free throw line. Halftime score, Wyoming Indian 44 and Sundance 18. And, you know, this Wyoming Indian team this year is a little bit different from some in the past, Pat, because literally they can have 6, 8, 10, 12 guys score and a different leading scorer every game.
Every game. It's hard to key on one, and it just brings back memories of sitting what our practice preparation was for them, because we'd come out and we would work on our press breaker with a ball that was deflated. And the kids never knew. I mean, they started to get, they always, because I still am a Patriot fan, but I'll never forget the first time we put the ball in and my guard drops and go, "Oh, coach, I got to go." I said, "There's a reason the air's out of that ball. We don't want it dribbled up against that press." Right. And we would drill. And the same thing is putting the weighted ball in and running a press breaker or doing transition drills, getting them to be stronger with that ball and make better passes, just little things. And then we'd also simulate with 8 players, 8 defenders versus 5. And we would tell the 8 just to say we want the ball doubled anywhere on the floor. And we just want, if the offense crosses a half court, we designate 3 of them that have to step off there. But it created some good teaching point, learning points, but it's hard to practice against it. And you got to have kids that buy in and have to have enough depth that you can put simulated players out there to create that pressure. And that's hard, but being able to play, I mean, picking up the games between this tournament and the tournament next weekend. I mean, you know, Wind River's fallen down a little bit over the last 3 or 4 years, but they were very competitive for about an 8-year run and had good athletes. And, you know, it's interesting how the power swung. You know, it used to be always West dominated, And then Pine Bluffs and us and Bighorn started getting better competitive basketball, and then it swung back to the east. And then the Chiefs rebounded, and Thermopolis came in, and now it's starting to balance off again. But, you know, there's good basketball played all over, but the only thing you could definitely see the tiers, and it's about kids that'll commit in the off season. Is it fun to give up things? And you know, you always hear, you know, the kids have other things that they want to do, and if you want to be in the top 4 or 5 in the state of Wyoming, you've got to give up some things, and you got to put in a lot of time. You got to get to the gym and make sacrifices, and it's pretty easy to tell when you watch teams play. These guys play more than November to March.
Sure.
And if you're just a player that's playing November to March, you've got a lot of time and a lot of game to make up, and you can improve yourself November to March, but when you start behind, it puts a lot of pressure on you, and that's changed the game. I can remember when Alfred would bring his teams down to Grable for my team camps, and Grant Paddock would run team camps, and it's back in the time when we didn't charge very much. We charged enough to get the officials, you know, a little bit, and provided them food and that, and then now anymore to go to a tournament, oh my gosh, in the summertime, $400 to $600 entry fees. You got hotel costs, you got gas costs, and you got to have people that fundraise. So I get to give my son Cooper a shout out here because of all the fundraising that he did during his time in our community that helped teams in Wright and players in Wright get better. I mean, a lot of people give, and that's what makes things special, and you know, that's what it's all about. And we got one half of basketball to end the tournament, but you see a nice scoreboard up there. Unfortunately, they don't have that going, but usually you have the running stats up there that you can double check and see up there. But it's an exciting time of the year. Even if it's snowing outside, we've got nice warm seats here. For some reason, these are a little harder than those ones were across the way. And
you didn't sit down much anyway. You know, I don't know who was more vocal, you or Ferris, but it was kind of a competition.
I just said
Did you ever take that sports jacket off and throw it?
No.
Come on,
No.
you did too.
But
But
I will tell you, they always gave me a hard time. I always wore a suit and tie, and that was just something I did. And the kids took pride into it too, into dressing up and looking good. And we had travel sweats to come back with, but that's just a pride you get into.
You don't see much of that anymore, do you?
No, but we'd get a lot of compliments from a lot of adults around communities of Wyoming.
I like it. I think it's classy. All right, third quarter underway. 44-18 lead for Wyoming Indian. Here's a steal for Adriano Brown. He thought about dunking it, but he lays it up and good. And I like layups myself. I mean, it's cool that a kid gets to dunk the ball once in a while, but layups, they count the same.
2 points.
Here's Watt inside. Nice pass to Krell for the layup. 6 points for Jake Krell. Back the other way. Ball slipped off of Parley and Ferris's hand. Sundance going to try to run here a little bit. They'll get down the end of the floor. Nash Downey, right side to Catch Downey. Is Catch Downey a wide receiver? I just think that's a great name. Shot up and good by Nash Downey. He's got 6, and it's 46-22, Wyoming Indian. Back the other way. Adriano Brown, nice offensive board.
Timed his jump perfect, got the ball at the height, and went back up strong.
14 for Adriano Brown to lead all scorers. We're going to get a reach.
You know, we sent a hello out to Owen, but I want to send a hello out to Owie, because seeing Owie at games and you know, the spirit of the Chiefs, that goes a long way. So, Owie, if you're listening, hello to you.
We try to do an interview every year, just Owie and I, live on the radio. And he loves getting the headset on. And he's still one of the all-time greatest Wyoming Indian fans. Of course, he played as a Chief. Here's a shot up, not good. Rebound, Adriano Brown. Goes by Owen these days. Owen Jr.
All right.
There's still a lot of people, at least in the family, that call him Owie, but good young man.
Oh, yeah. And we talk about young men and things, and we mentioned Noah, Pagan, and KC, but Coach Ferris went over, introduced himself. That was Noah's, wanted to meet him.
Nice.
And so I arranged Craig to come over, and Craig is going to be sending a Wyoming Indian Chiefs shirt to KC for a new fan.
Nice. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Owen Watt with the shot is good, and the ball's going to be thrown out of bounds. It'll be Chiefs basketball. Confusion both ways. And with the officials, it should be Wyoming Indian basketball. Now they're going to get together and talk about it, and it'll stay with the Chiefs. Everybody laughing a little bit there after that. 48-24, Chiefs have doubled up on Sundance. Jordan Black thought about a three, didn't take it. To Julius Robinson, back outside to Parlene Ferris. Now to Adriano Brown, he'll drive the inside. Kick it out to Hayanito Monroe Black for three.
Good step in, penetrate, pitch for the three, but good communication out there. But the thing is, too, their strategy, because when you come together and talk about it, you get to catch your error, too, and get a rest.
You bet, you bet. No, good stuff. Here's a shot up and under by Owen Watt. He's got 2 buckets here in the quarter. 51-26 Chiefs. Turnover by Wyoming Indian leads to Nash Downey with the layup attempt. Owen Watt misses the putback. And back the other way, it's Jordan Black for three, in and out. Sundance basketball. Nash Downey with the rebound. Down court to Watt. Over in the corner, throwing it out of bounds past the outstretched arms of Porter Watt. It'll be a turnover on Sundance as Jordan Black sits down. Damon Willow back in the game for the Chiefs. 51-26. Chiefs by 25, 4:53 to play, third quarter. Willow on the outside looking for a shot. Finds Monroe Black. Hayanito back on the outside. He'll dribble right side. Parlene Ferris for three, not good. And Damon Willow will scratch around, end up with the rebound to Julius Robinson. Ball goes up on the top of the backboard. It goes down. Did it touch something?
It did. It made contact with part of the structure.
I'm just carrying on Craig's question here.
Yeah. What makes it tough is Sundance is playing a great contain, which takes away the dribble penetration, but as well as the Chiefs shoot, it's a tough way to defend that arc.
Nice pass inside from Owen Watt to Jake Krell for the layup. And we'll get a foul on Wyoming Indian. Second foul on Adriano Brown. And Krell with a chance at a three-point play.
We talked about acknowledging other people when you play the game and thanking people for giving you an opportunity to play. The young man that came up to thank his grandma for traveling to come support him and have safe travels back. I mean, that's good stuff.
Yeah, it was Julius Robinson.
It was.
Saying thank you to his grandma and his mom. Tawny Robinson, the legend, Wyoming Indian. Here's a putback shot by Parlene Ferris, and it's 53-28 Chiefs. Down the other way, catch Downey to Watt. Krell now back outside to catch Downey. Right side. Holden Harmon with the ball, and then Parlene Ferris will steal the basketball. He'll take it to the hole, lay it up and good. Just a good hustle play.
Controlled that ball and got to the rim.
Double figures for Ferris. There's Sundance the other way. Catch Downey. Cross court pass to Owen Watt. Pitch and catch. And Julius Robinson hustling for the rebound. He'll tip it out. He's very active young man. Hyanito Monroe Black for 3. Good pass for Julius Robinson.
And the key to a defense against that is they're too slow on the closeout. You've got to be closing out when that ball's in the air. Anticipate where it's going.
3 minutes to play here in the third. Chiefs by 30. It's 58-28.
You notice I say those things. Now, these legs and feet might not move that fast for me to demonstrate it, but it sounds good.
Well, you know, you sound so calm these days. You used to say the same thing over there, but I could hear you just as fine on this side of the floor. Yeah, Hawaii. Are you getting ready to go there over the holidays?
Live like a volcano. Go with the flow. Let steam off.
I think you had your feet always in a coal mine here and you were on fire. There's Watt. Turnaround shot, not good. Rebound, Parlene Ferris.
Last summer was Hawaii. We're going to Cancun. I'm going to have to do a hat dance.
Hyanito Monroe Black with another 3. He's got 3 in the quarter. 18 for the game. 61-28. Chiefs now with a 33-point lead.
7 points to get the clock run.
Damon Willow with the steal. Can't get it past to the Chief, but it'll come up as Mitchell Seahair with the steal to Parlene Ferris with a layup.
A great defense, sink and fill to the baseline. Waited for that pass to come and created an easy breakaway layup.
63-28, timeout Sundance. 2:04 to play in the third. Chiefs on another run. It's Wyoming Indian 63, Sundance 28.
Is a full-service medical provider. With integrated care teams, you're always able to reach someone in your medical team. Warm Valley Health provides primary care, nephrology, podiatry, optometry, pharmaceutical, along with other services. New to Warm Valley is pediatrics and OB care. Walk-ins are welcome. That's Warm Valley Health, located at 29 Black Coal Drive in Fort Washakie. Call today, 307-332-7300. Golden Buffalo Jewelry in Riverton knows that sports bring our community together, from Friday night lights to weekend tournaments. They're proud to cheer on our local athletes and support the teams that give us so much to root for. At 407 East Main, you'll find something special for everyone. Timeless pieces, unique gifts, and a selection worth exploring. Stop in, discover the perfect treasure, and know you're supporting a business that supports local sports. Where community and sparkle shine side by side. Call 307-857-2780.
She goes. Welcome back. We'll finish that story at the next break. 2:04 to play in the third. Did you tell me you stole a car in Hawaii?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
I swam with the manta rays, so.
Yeah, that's awesome. 63-28. I saw some incredible sea turtles when I was there a couple weeks ago. They were underneath a pier on Waikiki Beach. Nobody was paying any attention but me.
Oh, wow.
There's Catch Downey, and he'll be fouled by Damon Willow. That'll be the first foul on Willow. 1:50 to play, 63-28 lead for the Chiefs. Don't forget where we were at. Bookmark that. Here's Catch Downey. Back on the outside to Porter Watt. Three-pointer on the way. It's off by Catch Downey. Down court. Boy, and Hyanito Monroe Black. He could have slammed it. He laid it in. 11 in the quarter, 20 for the game. Shot up is good for Catch Downey. 9 points for the Sundance player. Turnaround shot, Mitchell Seahair.
Good use of the left hand on that play.
He is totally left-handed, I will tell you that. Such a fun young kid to watch grow and develop as a human. There's a shot inside by Owen Watt. He's got 6. 1 minute to play in the third. Damon Willow for 3. That thing almost made it rain in here. Catch Downey down court, near steal by Mitchell Seahair. Senior, getting his first quality varsity time. He's ready for it. Chiefs 2 points away from a running clock. Willow on defense. Inbounds play to Downey, stolen by Willow, to Hyanito, to Jordan Black. His shot will be blocked. And then Nash Downey, after he commits the foul, reaches down, lifts Jordan Black to his feet. What is the feeling out of Northeast Wyoming when teams get a chance to play the Chiefs? Is it fear?
Well, the thing is, you can't. You watching on film doesn't do it, and I don't like to let film dictate everything. You can use it as a teaching tool, but sometimes you don't know what led up to that night's game that you're showing on film, and they might have been missing a player or somebody else, and so you've got to take film for what it is. You can use it for a great teaching, but there's got to be other things that you go. But you're right. You just got to know how you got to practice and prepare and be strong with the basketball. I use simple terms, sureness. You just don't let the turnovers lead to long runs.
Jordan Black hits a pair of free throws. We're in the running clock now. We will be for the rest of the game. Inside, shot up, not good. That was Nash Downey on the nice drive. Down court, Jordan Black. 12 seconds to play in the third. Here's Hyanito for three. It's good. Great touch for Monroe Black. He's got 4 threes in the third quarter, 5 for the game, and that'll do it. We've played 3 quarters. We've got 1 to go. It's Wyoming Indian 75, Sundance 32. We'll be back on 93.9 KTAK.
Midway operates our 4 showrooms as one location, giving you by far the biggest selection of inventory in the region. Midway has the best buying experience before and after the sale. Our team members have more experience and knowledge to better serve you. Midway's success is based on hard work. Our team members give 110% to make sure you have a fast, enjoyable experience. We have what you need. At Midway, you're not just a customer, you're part of the Midway family.
Head to Nana's Bowling and Bakery in DuBois for Family Fun Night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes.
Discover Thermopolis is proud to stand with our Bobcats. From local attractions to hometown pride, there's always something to cheer about here. Discover Thermopolis, celebrating our community and rooting for the Bobcats all season long.
Cody Bears, Pat Neely, and Gordon Ferris bringing you this finale of the Coal Miners Classic. Great little tournament that the Wright High School people and the Wright community put on. Interesting story, Pat. Chiefs went over to Subway, and the Subway lady said, "You know, we're about out of food because we just fulfilled a 200 sandwich order." Must have been at a mine or oil field or something, but the Chiefs were disappointed because they wanted turkey sandwiches and all the turkey was gone. So I'm sure they'll be getting a new batch of turkey in this coming week, but the Chiefs will be back home. Here's a shot inside by, let's see, who was that? Owen Watt. Does not go. 7:20 to play. Shot up by Locke is not good. Matthew Austin follows it up, his first bucket here in the fourth quarter. Team's been trying to get number 22, Anson Bell, a shot. We'll see if he gets one. Nice job by Owen Watt. He's got 8. And it's 77-34. Bell to Parlene Ferris. He'll lose the handle, picks it back up, and brings it to Dana Locke. Locke wanted to take the 3. Krell stopped him to Julius Robinson. Clock running inside, 6:40 to play. Julius gets the baseline, brings it out to Locke. He'll miss the 3. That's the first time he's missed a three-pointer. And then Parlene Ferris hustles back and steals the basketball.
said he stepped on that sideline.
Yep, he did. Right in front of the Wright scorer's table. 6:14 to play. It's gotten remarkably quiet inside of here. I love this little gym when it gets cranked up volume-wise. Here's Krell around the horn. I'm sure there'll be some loud games in here this winter to Nash Downey.
Good ball movement.
And to Owen Watt for the layup. I like the fact that Sundance, these little towns, they just keep playing even if things aren't going their way. Here's catch Downey downfield or down court to Owen Watt for the layup. Watt with 12 to lead Sundance scorers. Parleen Ferris right side to Locke. Locke going to drive right side, can't go anywhere, brings it back to Parleen Ferris. 5:20 to play. Ferris, 360 move, shot up, not good. And we'll get a foul on Anton Bell, and going down in a heap is Owen Watt in some pain. Clock will stop, I'm guessing, at some point. Watt gets up. He's going down court. He doesn't want to come out of the game.
I don't think clock's stopping until it gets to 0.
That's good. I like it. Watt's going to come out. He'll be replaced by Holden Harmon.
So I do have a quick story. One of my early years in Grable, I got a phone call and said, hey, we play the Chiefs tomorrow. I need a good scout on them. He said, what do we got to do? And we had just played them to a tight game. And I said, well, my best advice is you better hope their bus breaks down. Hey, and I think I offended him with my scout, but
yeah, I'm sure you did.
The next day, the result had a 75-point differential. I wanted to call him and say, you should have listened to my scout.
Krell with his 10th point. Yeah, I know that, it's kind of an unnerving experience once in a while as Matthew Austin gets knocked to the ground. He'll shoot free throws with 4 minutes to play. I've seen the teams come in and, their eyes are wide open. But Pat, this winter is going to be a fun deal in early January. The Chiefs are going to travel and play lodge grass in their little gym up north of Sheridan. And then 4 days later, Lame Deer's coming into Wyoming Indian to play a game. So I'm looking forward to those two games. They'll be sold out, standing room only type games. Matthew Austin will hit 1 of 2 at the free throw line. 78-40. It's going to be a week of solid basketball. That lodge grass game is going to be on a Monday night. Shot up, not good by Krell. Rebound by Dana Locke. He'll stop and pop the three-pointer. Not good. Rebound taken away by Porter Watt.
They've done a good job of getting the ball to the short corner, then diving that low post. They just can't finish.
Rebound by Locke on the miss. He'll bring it down court, left side to Parleen Ferris for 3. Not good. Rebound Anton Bell. He'll find Parleen Ferris cutting to the hole. And we'll go out of bounds off Ferris. We'll get 5 substitutes for the Chiefs. 2:30 to play, and that's one of the problems when you play Wyoming Indian is they can substitute 5 and you don't see a drop-off.
Yeah.
And year in and year out,
the
Chiefs this year, 50 kids out for basketball.
That's impressive. Sometimes you got to use that, the shot clock's at 35. Sometimes you have to have a 30-second possession to try to change the momentum.
Yeah, you've got 124 kids in the high school, and 50 of them go out for boys basketball. 34 go out for girls basketball this year.
That's impressive.
That's fun, huh?
Yeah.
Inside, shot up. Damon Willow, he was still out of bounds when he caught the ball. It's a turnover to Wyoming Indian with 1:40 to play. Well, Pat, I've really enjoyed this. I appreciate you sitting in. I hope you had fun. We told some stories. We heard from Owen St. Clair. We heard from a young fan in KC who's listening in. We talked about Smokey Mark up in Newcastle. Here's Adriano Brown to the hoop. He may have taken 6-7 steps. And now it's getting wild. They're passing it around. Young shooter hits a 3. That's going to be Landon Gaylord with the big 3 for Sundance. Back the other way, Jordan Black. Damon Willow. Mitchell Seahair going to try his move, and he'll get fouled on the play.
Well, that just took the shot clock out of commission as the clock's ticking down towards the 20-second mark.
Willow. Craig Ferris saying, don't shoot. That's hard. That's a hard message to deliver to the Chiefs. But they get it now. 10 seconds to play. And this game's going to go final. It's going to be a 4-0 weekend for the Wyoming Indian Chiefs. And they'll knock off the Sundance Bulldogs. Final score, Wyoming Indian 78, Sundance 43. We'll be back with the Click It or Ticket postgame show after a break. This is Wyoming Indian basketball on 93.9 KTAK.
Hot Springs Pharmacy is proud to cheer on our hometown Bobcats. Whether it's game night or school night, we've got the prescriptions, health essentials, and friendly service you can count on. Hot Springs Pharmacy, your local team, your local pharmacy. Let's have a big cheer for our hometown team.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber. You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Welcome back, Click It or Ticket postgame show. We're joined up here by Adriano Brown, who's our Papa Murphy's player of the game, and you got the player of the game today, young man, because you didn't foul out.
Yeah, that's what my coaches were giving me some stuff about, was getting all my fouls early, and then what kind of made me like not foul out was having to sit all those quarters, especially during Wright. That was a big game.
Yeah, you had 14 points tonight, and you made a decision early in the game you were going to take the ball to the hole, and it worked.
Yeah. I just been like trying to be more aggressive because Craig said he wanted more out of me offensively, so I just been trying to help my team score, anything I can do, especially on defense also.
getting any instruction from the older brother these days? Does he even remember playing basketball anymore?
Yeah, he does. He's always texting me before every game all weekend. I didn't think he was going to text me this weekend, but he's always saying, do this, do that, get more lift on your shot, you're coming up short, or be aggressive, you know you can score. So,
how's LaDainian's leg?
It's still pretty swollen, but I think it's getting better because swelling kind of went down a little bit. He's walking on it a little more.
You guys weren't horse playing in the bus, were you?
No, it was, I don't know who it was, but I just remember him saying, oh, my leg, and then we looked, and it was pretty swollen, so we're like, man. But, you know, just waiting for him to get back, get healed up.
This team, as I was telling Pat Neely here during the game, you guys seem to be able to, it doesn't matter who on your roster, anybody could lead the team in scoring.
Yeah.
It's very deep roster.
Yeah, that's what we were all talking about. We're like, our guys coming off the bench are bringing a lot of energy, especially on defense, you know, being aggressive, looking to score. That fast break's always there, too.
All right, congratulations.
All right.
4-0 weekend. We'll see you next week, Adriano.
Nice job. Good luck. Yeah, thank you.
All right, that's Adriano Brown. And, Pat, those are going to be wet, but you remember Bradford Brown. That's his older brother.
Oh, yeah.
Very good player for Wyoming Indian. And Adriano used to hang out when I'd interviewed Bradford right by the scorers table. And he said, you know, I'm going to be a pretty good basketball player, too, so you're going to have to talk about me once in a while. So it's good to see Adriano here on the postgame. We'll take a break. We'll come back. This is Wyoming Indian basketball on KWYW.
Have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Welcome back to the postgame show. We'll go over some stats here and finish things up. For Sundance, 6 points for Nash Downey, 2 points for Trevor Lyons, 3 points for Landon Gaylord, 9 points tonight for Ketch Downey, 12 points for Owen Watts, and 10 points for Jake Krell. For the Chiefs, 3 points for Damon Wello, 12 for Parlayne Ferris, 6 points tonight for Jordan Black, 5 for Julius Robinson. Hayanito Monroe Black was unreal in that third quarter, hit 4 threes, 14 points. He finishes with a game-high 23. Adriano Brown tonight, our Papa Murphy's player of the game with 14 points. Matthew Austin with 3 points tonight. 6 points for Mitchell Seahair and 6 points for freshman Dana Locke. He is our Gatorade good sport of the game, hitting those 2 threes in the first half. Final score, Wyoming Indians 78-43. Pat Neely, I know you're off to Cancun for the holidays, but it's been a pleasure. And I hope maybe you'll come sit in with me on a game at state tournament this year, something like that, or maybe we'll see you next weekend at Tongue River or Bighorn.
You know, it was a lot of fun. Enjoyed working with you, and my dream one day is maybe I'll come down and visit you at the Palace and work a game there.
That'd be great.
And send a special heads up to the guy who's always looking down, who I loved starting my coaching career against, Alfred Redman and Brian Trosper, and then, of course, Tom Rogers is still out there. So, Tom, if you're listening, way to get something started, and the Ferris family for keeping it going. And it was 36 years of my life, and I couldn't have asked for something more thrilling to be part of. And so I've checked something else off my list now. So appreciate you putting up with me, and it was fun to do. Thanks for having me.
You bet. Tom Rogers, incidentally, is the grandpa of my son's wife, so we're related. Tom and I we're tight. We're family. Not really, but we are family, so to speak.
Well,
Tom, a legend out at Wyoming Indian High School.
He is. He met me for the Rosary when I came down for Alfred, and so that was kind of neat that he was out there too. So
you bet. Pat, thank you.
Take
care.
care.
Thanks for being a great host.
You bet. Safe travels.
All right, that's Pat Neely, the coaching legend here. Retired, heading for Cancun. And he keeps picking up his sweater and showing me his Hawaii t-shirt. I really don't want to see his belly, but we saw plenty of it today, and we had fun all day long. Final score in this one, Wyoming Indian 78, Sundance 43. Chiefs are 4-0 as we head to the Foothills Classic next weekend. We'll put the schedule out early in the week and appreciate everything from Leanne Sanderson, who's been camping in the studios all weekend long. Thanks, Leanne, for Leanne in the studios, for Pat Neely, for Baylor Beers, for Gordon Ferris. I'm Cody Beers. Have a wonderful Wyoming weekend, and go Broncos, beat the Packers.
This broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Heinz General Store has been the grocery store of choice for the Fort Washakie area since 1945. For this week's special, see their website at heinzgeneralstore.net. And for convenient shopping this winter, click on Heinz Online, download the app, and shop in the comfort of home. Schedule a convenient pickup time, and the team at Heinz General Store will do the rest.